pleasant good evening, Bulldog fans. Whether you're Crockett or New Waverly, it's the Battle of the Bulldogs tonight. We are here in Crockett, Texas. A pleasant good evening to you, and welcome to tonight's high-stakes baseball clash. Right here, 3A, 23-3A district action. Under the lights here in a few moments. It's still sunny as we get started here tonight. It's the Bulldogs of New Waverly ready to let out a ferocious roar against the Crockett Bulldogs. New Waverly's coming off a dominant 12-0 victory just this past Tuesday where Charlie Drain pitched a perfect game, a no-hitter, and New Waverly growling for another bite out of victory, showing the kind of hunger that only true champions can possess. It's a solid 7-12-1 overall record for New Waverly. They stand 6th place in 23-3A at 4-4. Our Bulldogs, under the guidance of first-year head coach Aaron Compton, have shown resilience and skill, making them a team to watch this season, led by stars like Brett Adams, the district defensive MVP, Corbin Well, who will get the start on the bump tonight, and our district MVP catcher, Cade Garrett, district offensive MVP for New Waverly. It's more than just a team. They're a powerhouse here trying to get back to that status and ready to defend the turf here tonight, but they are on the opposite side. It's on that opposite side, the Crockett Bulldogs, led by Coach Brock Lehrmeyer, in his 9th year holding a challenging 1-15 record. They're looking, though, to turn their luck around. And despite their struggles, players like Antoine Boston, Jonathan Castillo, there's some other guys on this team bringing some experience and determination. May not see them tonight, but it is a game tonight absolutely worth watching and being a part of. Tonight, as the Bulldogs of New Waverly take the field, it's not just about scoring runs. It's about making a statement. It's about every pitch in the game of baseball, every hit, every catch, demonstrating the fierce spirit of New Waverly. So, Bulldog fans, get ready to cheer, because when the Bulldogs of New Waverly bite, well, they bite to win. Let's play some ball and show our unwavering support for your New Waverly Bulldogs. Once again, a pleasant good evening. I'm Rob Hipp, alongside a good friend of mine from back in the day, man, Justin Crane. Justin, I'll bring you out. What's going on, young man?
Oh, man, not much.
It's been a hot minute. I picked you up in Riverside. I put a post on Facebook. A buddy of mine that normally comes with me, he wasn't able to make it. So we haven't been here. I haven't been on the air now in a month. We've all been sick at the house, and so I wanted to apologize to New Waverly fans, but excited to be here tonight. And, Justin, what have you been up to? Everything good in your world?
Getting there, but, getting settled in. Right now working, so I'm just here.
You used to play a little ball yourself back in the day in Humble, right, man?
Yeah, a long time
little
ago.
all-star action, man. So you start telling me these things, and I start putting you on a broadcast. So that's how it works, Justin. I did have a chance to catch up with head coach Aaron Compton. We'll play that interview for you now. And when we come back, we'll have the start. First pitch tonight here in Crockett, Texas at Crockett High School. Here is Coach Aaron Compton as we continue pregame here on SHN. Rob Hipp here with New Waverly Bulldogs head baseball coach Aaron Compton. Coach, I know it's been a while, man. I'm sorry I missed you guys, but it's good to be back. Everybody's well. We're healthy, and I know you guys are working hard, man. And so here we are coming off of a 12-0 shutout. Had a perfect pitch game. Those are always nice for your young man. Maybe talk a little bit about that game. And that was against these same Crockett Bulldogs, but that was at home. So here we are on a Thursday night, or Friday night rather, playing them here at their turf now.
Yes, sir, no doubt. Good to have you back. Glad everything is going well. We played really well on Tuesday against Crockett. Charlie Drain pitched as good as you can ask somebody to pitch. We started off kind of slow, but the second or third time through the lineup kind of started to figure out, put some runs in there. So that was good for our program, good for our team to get a win like that. Hopefully we can just keep it rolling.
Including tonight, 6 games remain after tonight, 5. I know you guys are currently sitting around 6 in 23-3A, but you got to take care of this one first. What do you tell the young guys at this point of the season, saying, hey, I know it's all hands on deck?
Yes, sir, absolutely. We got to take care of tonight, which I think we will. Did you just tell them that you just show up and play how we've been practicing? We've had some young guys really step up and fill a role. Had some unfortunate things happen throughout the season, and had an opportunity for some young guys to step up and like I said, fill a role, and they've done a phenomenal job with that. So I think you build on any little things that go well and just keep right on rolling. And like I said, we've got to take one game at a time and take care of this one. And then depending on the whole middle of the pack of our district is kind of interesting and wins and losses, and everybody's playing each other. So we just take one game at a time and try to put the cleanest game and just try to take care of each game and see what happens at the end.
It's a battle of the dogs tonight. You know, Crockett's here 0-8, but that doesn't mean anything because these young men on this other side of of the diamond are hungry as well. You know, how do you just keep your guys mentally prepared and just say, hey, nothing's a gimme in this game?
Yes, sir. I think we just revert back to how we practice. We had a great week of practice this week, and we're just you teach them to, like you said, don't overlook anybody. They have some athletes over there, and I thought they even the game on Tuesday, it was 12-0, but it was 2-0 after the second inning, and I thought they played well, and for whatever reason they had some miscues in unfortunate times, but our team, we took advantage of them, and I think you just I try to tell them just to play the entire game. We've got to put together 7 full innings and make sure that we don't overlook them, because they're capable of winning any game.
Final question. I only ask this because the fans always want to know, and you probably already mentioned it. Keys to the victory tonight, Coach?
I think we throw strikes is the first key, and then just put good at-bats together and aggressive on the base paths.
I'm glad I'm not interviewing Greg Popovich in the NBA for the Spurs, because he goes, we just got to score more points than the other team. So, well, Coach, as always, good luck. Looking forward to talking to you at the end of this one. And, hey, good luck out there, man. It's starting to warm up here in April.
Yes, sir, for sure. Yeah, it's getting warm. Thank you so much.
This will wrap it up with Coach Compton. We'll have more here on Pregame. It's Bulldog Baseball on SHN.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are. Third location on Veterans Memorial, coming soon. Visit tpms.life for more information. Education you can trust.
All right, friends, welcome back at it. 79 degrees here as we're about to get started in just a few moments. We want to welcome you back into the broadcast tonight. And, boy, Sound was a little bit loud there, Justin.
Yeah, it was.
I'm going to turn it down a notch, Hopscotch. So, of course, New Waverly on the road, so they will bat first here as we're about to get underway in the top of the first. 79 degrees, nice little warm April as we get started here on a Friday night. The sun is still out, the winds not much of a factor here tonight, blowing out of the south at 3. It's not very humid, surprisingly, here in Crockett, 34% humidity. So overall, an excellent night for baseball. Once that sun goes down, it's going to cool off a little bit. And throughout this game, will remain in the mid to upper 60s as this one goes on. But Justin, excited about it tonight. We talked about New Waverly coming into this ball game, 12-0 shutout on Tuesday night on their home diamond back in New Waverly. And should be set for a good one here tonight. Crockett's hungry, though. You can't ever count on a team at 0-8.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen. You know, you're down, 1-15? I mean, anything could happen, so.
Right fielder Joe Paul Chick will lead off here for your New Waverly Bulldogs. He is the right fielder. Second in the order, it is Colin Conover, the shortstop, and then the pitcher tonight, Corbin Well, in that third spot. So those are your 1, 2, and 3. Heart of the order, the first baseman, Charlie Goodwin, batting fourth. The second baseman, Daniel Nixon, batting fifth. Jackson Hathorn, the catcher, in that 6th hole, and then to bottom it out tonight in that 7th hole, the third baseman, Braden Stevenson, followed by the left fielder, Zeke Hale, and then it is Crawford Reisner in the 9th hole tonight. On the mound, it's Jonathan Lockhart. Here's the first right-handed pitch. This one is hit foul. 312 at either side here on the corners, and then as you go down the power alleys at 330, they got the big wall with the beautiful American flag at the back. Just a few clouds painting the sky here tonight at Crockett High School. Early count here, 0-1. Here's the second pitch. That one a little high to the inside. Good eye, and take it 1-1.
Yeah, that was a good pitch there.
Scoreboard may be a little behind. I'm working kind of double duties. Justin, I don't want to put you to work too much tonight, young
You're
man.
good.
Next pitch also to the inside. We'll go 2-1 to get started here. Have that defense set up for you in just a few moments as well. Here's the 2-1. That one close near the belt line. 3 balls and a strike, no outs. Again, just underway here in the top of the first. We do want to welcome you in. A lot of folks joining us from different stream sites across YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Send some comments. Let us know you're out there. We'll get to more of that in a minute. Here's the 3-1. That one low, dropped in the corner, and we've got a full count at 3-2. Yeah, Justin, I was telling you earlier, I haven't been on the mic here in a month. We've just been battling the flu. We've been battling strep. Here's the next one, right up the middle. This one goes, and that should be a leadoff single for Joe Paul Chick. Little JP with a nice move to get up to first, and that's where we'll lead off here for New Waverly. 1 on to start, and that'll go second in the order now, the shortstop, Colin Conover.
Yeah, it was a good hit right through the right center field. Safe at first.
You been all right this year so far? No bugs coming your way?
No, I hope not. Just hope for a miracle.
Yeah, I better not jinx anything here. Second of the order, the shortstop, Colin Conover here for New Waverly. New Waverly, of course, in their maroon striped jerseys tonight. White pants with that one single maroon stripe going down, and the maroon socks with the 3-band white. Crockett in their white jerseys, white pants. Swing and a miss. Runner going to take off here, trying to steal over second. Sliding, diving.
He's out. He's out. He's out.
And he's out, caught stealing. So a tough break there. That'll clear the base pass. Joe Paul Chick was trying to find one. Couldn't get there in time, and great work by the Crockett defense on that play. Count here on Conover's 0-1. Again, we'd love to hear from you. You can always text us on the Bulldog fan line as well, whether you're on social media or not. That text line is open tonight at 512-522-9105. Let us know you're out there, whether you're from Crockett or New Waverly, who you're cheering on and where you're listening from or watching from tonight. Sorry about the camera angle. It's the best we can get to here. Count at 1-1. That last pitch was a ball. Here's one. Dropped right in the zone for a strike on an off-speed pitch. It's 1-2, 1 away. Here's the next delivery from Lockhart as the left leg up. Here's the right-handed pitch. That one a little close to the inside. Did that hit him? Yeah, it did.
Yeah, hit him.
Hit by pitch. And so Conover, the second batsman to reach on base, this time hit by a pitch. It'll bring up third in the order, the pitcher, Corbin Well.
Yep, hit him right in the ankle and caught it.
Well, Justin, I put a little comment out on Facebook. Normally Nathan Hyde's here to help me out sometimes, and he wasn't able to make it here to East Tate, drives in from Georgetown. That's a 3-hour drive when Nathan comes in to help. And I put a little comment on. You responded right away. I said, man, I got to get my brother Kareem in here to help out.
All right.
Just to come hang out with us.
Oh, glad I got to make it.
Little pick attempt. Yeah, you and I haven't seen each other since I've got back. You know, we've been back a year now.
Yeah.
You and I have talked on social media, but I haven't had a chance to hang out with you and say hello to you, man. So appreciate you being here supporting New Waverly tonight. Another pick attempt, another throw over to first. First baseman tonight is Jim Carruthers for Crockett out there. Now the first pitch on the way. That one a little too high upstairs.
That was a high pitch.
Conover, who was hit by a pitch just a few moments ago, racing back. Count here 1-0 on Corbin Well. Again, we are on the top of the first. No score, just underway here in 23 3A action. 5 games after this on the slate for New Waverly to wrap up this season. Still trying to fight hard here. The bottom of the pack, you know, you've got 8. They're in that 6th spot right now in 23 3A. And you don't ever want to think too soon about playoffs, but right around the corner. And so every game's so important here to the Bulldogs. We'll talk more about how things are looking in 23 3A as this one goes on. Count here 2-1 on Corbin Well. And keeping him busy out there is Lockhart thrown over to Carruthers and just keeping Conover a little honest out there at first as he dives back over and he's safe. Beautiful field out here, Justin. Have you been over here before to Crockett?
No, I haven't. I checked out the football field a couple times, but.
Nice grass turf here in Crockett. A lot to be proud of in this community, this baseball field. And
yeah, pretty nice out here.
Pitch there, just gracing the corner. Beautiful pitch there by Lockhart. Count on the board is showing 2-1, so that's where we'll leave it for now. I didn't see the umpire give an official call. 2 balls and a strike, 1 away. Here's the next pitch. This one, hard hit foul as it'll drop over in the right corner in foul territory. And if it wasn't even now it is at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Runner on first is Conover, hit by that pitch. Third in the order for New Waverly is Corbin Well, the pitcher.
He's safe.
Lockhart's going to be busy out there tonight, throwing over to first. Again, that's the best angle that we can get. We're a little bit behind home plate here, and with the chain link fence, I know it's pretty hard. We weren't able to bring a multi-cam setup here on the road. And we'll have a call to action. If anybody wants to come out and volunteer and help us out, we'd love to have you. Here's a 2-2, swing and a miss. And I got Corbin Well to bite. He swung, and he struck out for the first out.
Yeah, you know, there's been a lot of good pitches. You know, these past few pitches have been pretty good.
Struck out for the second out, I beg your pardon, but the first strikeout here of the night by Lockhart.
2 outs, and that brings up number 45, Charlie Goodwin.
Bring up the first baseman, 4th in the order. It's Charlie Goodwin. Right-handed batter here for New Waverly. Goodwin set, ready to go. There's Lockhart as he kind of takes a glance over his shoulder. This low pitch down in the dirt. Good job by the catcher to get behind it. Count will go 1-0 early here for Charlie Goodwin. Liam McMinn, the catcher here tonight for the Crockett Bulldogs. One ball, no strikes. Again, 2 away here for New Waverly. Eagerly awaiting over there is Conover. Next pitch. I think it was just in. Again, Lockhart keeps glancing over that left shoulder. Here's the pitch. That one on the corner, and that'll take us now to showing 1-1 on the board. I'm not sure if that's right, Justin. I thought maybe it was 1-2.
Yeah, it was right across.
No, it's 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah,
that last pitch before was a ball. It was just out of the zone. So 2 balls, a strike, 2 away. No score, 1 on here for New Waverly as we're just underway in the top of the first. Tony Lockhart going to be keeping busy with Carruthers over there at first tonight. That catcher's Liam McMinn. Second baseman Timothy White. Had a chance to talk to some of his family a while ago, maybe his dad a little bit ago. Appreciate the hospitality from our friends here in Crockett tonight. Next pitch.
And, yeah, safe at first.
That one just inside on an off-speed. Clipped the corner for a strike. That'll even us up 2s across the board. And great job there by Conover, able to dive back in just the right amount of time. Here's the next pitch. That one in the dirt, getting away on a wild pitch. Runner going to take off over to second, sliding, diving, safe, and now in scoring position is Conover on a wild pitch. That'll take us to 3-2 on Goodwin now for a full count. New Waverly got off to a bit of a start on Tuesday night, leading 2-0, and then just continued their success with Charlie Drain on the bump. Pitching a no-hitter. Good game for that young man. Again, I believe it's 3-2. Here's the pitch. That one low to the outside. May have only been 2-2, I guess. I thought it was 3-2. It is, so he'll reach on a walk. They just have the scoreboard updated. So now runners on 1-2 and 2-out territory here for New Waverly. Top of the first we are, no score.
Goodwin takes his place. That brings up number 14, Daniel Nixon.
And that'll bring up 5th in the order, the second baseman, Daniel Nixon.
He caught him kind of stealing on the second plate over there.
Here's the pitch.
Ooh, almost
Like
hit him.
close to the inside. I call that one the old belt line pitch. You get your belt buckle. You got a belt buckle, Justin? You used to have one. You got a belt buckle
I
still?
think I got one on,
yeah,
actually.
I bet you do, man.
Poking me a little bit, but
That's old belt buckle Justin, man. You better watch out. 1-0-2 away. Runners on 1-2. No score, top of the first. Lockhart on the mound. Here's the right-handed pitch. This one swung on
right
the
off.
first
Foul.
one. Hits the fence here behind home plate to even the count at 1-1.
yeah, that first baseman, man, he's a little busy today.
Nanny Goat joining us on the YouTube stream. Nanny Goat, good to hear from you. Matthew coming in on Facebook tonight. Thanks for those messages. Here's the 1-1. Gonna throw it back over to second. Boy, he just
tell if he
barely
made
got.
that.
He just barely got back in the nick of time there, Justin.
Yeah, that was a good look.
Count remaining at 1-1, 2 away. Again, runners on 1-2 for the Bulldogs. Again, let us know you're out there tonight, too. You can text us on our Bulldog fan text line at 512-522-9105. Always enjoy getting those text messages. We'll read those through the air as the night goes on. Here's the next pitch. And a swing and a miss to bring it to 1-2.
1-2 the count. 2 outs.
And again, Lockhart keeping an eye over there on Colin Conover. He's hit by a pitch, and then on a wild pitch advanced over to second a little bit earlier, second in the order. Charlie Goodwin reaching on that walk a little bit earlier. Now a little bit of time called here by Daniel Nixon. He's going to step out of the right box and just adjust his bat a little bit. He'll step back in, set, ready to go. The count at 1-2, 2 away, runners on 1-2. We are here in the top of the first, no score. Lockhart set to deliver. Sunshine on his right cheek. Here's the hit. This one goes foul off the first base side and over the fans. Count will remain at 1-2. And you know, it is a little bit warm out here, Justin. Earlier, I know it was 79, but
Yeah, it's
we
picked
talked
up a
about the
little bit.
wind. You can see the American flag is, I mean, everything is just at a standstill as far as the weather goes. The wind, not hardly any blowing through.
You know, I might get stuck to this chair in a minute, but
Yeah, you got in the truck and said, you said you wish you would have wore shorts today.
yeah, I mean,
Here's the 1-2. Good eye right there by Nixon. And the off-speed pitch was just a little close to the inside to even us up 2s across the board.
last name. I'm not gonna remember it.
And now the 2-2. That one also low, and a wild pitch gets away. Runner trying to advance over to third. He's there in time, and runners now both in scoring position as Conover will hand over to third, and Goodwin now at second. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. A full count here for Nixon. Just one away from putting ducks on a pond here early tonight. We are 5th in the order. Again, the second baseman, Daniel Nixon, here for New Waverly. Here's the pitch. This one over to third. Takes a hop to throw to first on a routine play.
And he's safe.
Is he really safe?
Ran right into him and made it safe.
Oh, man,
So,
and
yeah.
the run's going to come in and score here for New Waverly.
Yeah, he ran right into him.
Wow.
Thank God nobody was hurt.
Well, that retires the side.
No, I think they called him out. I think it was a late call
Yeah.
out there, Justin.
I see him now, yeah.
It was. Some of the New Waverly players are sitting out there, so it's a little bit late, but they did call him, so that will retire. So after a little bit of drama there and all of that for New Waverly, no runs. They did get that one hit to lead off. It was Joe Paul Chick on a payoff pitch. No errors. They do leave 2 on. We're through the first half of an inning. Bottom of the first coming up when we come back. Stay with us. It's New Waverly Bulldog Baseball live tonight on SHN, brought to you by HelloHuntsvilleTX.com. We'll be right back in a few moments.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at GuardianDefenseLLC.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Welcome back at it, friends. Thanks for joining us for New Waverly Bulldog Baseball live tonight on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. I'm Rob Hipp. Justin Kring hanging out with me here tonight as well. And we do, again, want to welcome you in. Thanks for being a part of this one here tonight. Trying to get a few things adjusted, too, on our microphones. And, again, bear with us on that scoreboard. We're kind of, even though Justin's here, it's more or less kind of a one-man band tonight. And we'll call it as you hear it, so you'll be able to keep up with it as far as how we're calling it. We are through that first half of an inning, bottom of the first, about to get started here. As I go back to that for New Waverly, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 2 on base. Corbin Well on the bump here for New Waverly, right-handed pitcher. And set here, we'll go 1, 2, and 3. The second baseman, Timmy White, to lead off, followed by the shortstop, Javon Bedford. And then third in the orders, the catcher, Liam McMinn. 4, 5, and 6, the first baseman, Jim Carruthers. Then the pitcher, Jonathan Lockhart, who had able to keep things in check in that top of the first here for Crockett. And then the third baseman is Alex Aldaco. And then 7, 8, and 9, it's Giannis Krieg, followed by the right fielder, Bryson Burton. And then the left fielder, Edgar Hernandez. So that is your lineup here for the Bulldogs of Crockett. The sunshine continues to set here as the lights come on at Crockett High School.
Number 7, Timmy White.
Timmy White getting the leadoff here for the Bulldogs of Crockett now. A little sunshine to the face of Well. The right-handed pitch on the way. The curve to the outside. The early count here, 1-0.
Yeah, there's been some good pitches here in this game.
Here's the next pitch, quickly in. This one will go foul, way off the first base side. That'll even us up at a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. That one low to the outside corner, 2 balls and a strike. Here's the next pitch. That one just painting the corner. Take us to, felt it's 2-2. Should be 2-2 because that first one was a foul. Here's the 2-2. And struck him out. It's a good start here for Corbin Whale. Go second in the order now.
Number 1, Mr. Javon Bedford.
It's the shortstop, Javon Bedford, second in the order. Another right-handed batter here for Crockett. That pitch high to the outside, 1-0. Corbin Well pitching 24 innings. Here's one that'll pop up over to the center fielder. I believe that is Crawford Raisner out there, able to make that snag, and we're 2 away.
Yeah, good hit right up the center field.
Corbin Well coming into this 6 games pitch, started 6 games, facing 120 batters, 480 pitches so far on the season, allowing 15 hits, 19 runs. 11 of those runs were earned. He's walked 23, struck out 33, and sent 3 to the bag on hit by pitch. Here's the next one. Another swing and a miss, and it's a quick 0-2. Corbin Well here on Liam McMinn, the catcher, third in the order. Here's the next right-handed pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's a 1-2-3 kind of inning for New Waverly. As we're through 1, no score, top of the second coming up when we come back. This is New Waverly Bulldog Baseball, brought to you in part by the Huntsville Walker Chamber of Commerce. We'll be back in a moment. We'll talk a little bit about Diva Night coming up for all the ladies out there. It's going to be a great night, brought to you by the Chamber. But for now, we'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. It's New Waverly Baseball here on SHN.
Hey listeners, Rob here, and I'm excited to welcome Abby from the Color Bar, where they're all about meeting every community need with continuous innovation.
Thanks, Rob. We're thrilled to evolve, offering stylish cuts for kids, men, and women, alongside expert coloring services.
That's fantastic. What's new and exciting in the world of the Color Bar?
We're always adding to our repertoire. Whether it's trendy cuts for all ages or dynamic coloring techniques, our team is geared up for it.
That's great to hear. Any sneak peek into future plans?
Our community drives us, Rob. Stay tuned for more services on the horizon, ensuring we cater to everyone's unique tastes.
Exciting times ahead. And Abby, tell us about the Color Bar's locations.
We're not just in one spot, we're spreading the magic in multiple locations. You can find us in Huntsville and Conroe.
Fantastic. So listeners, for a stylish experience with the Color Bar, visit colorbartx.com or call 936-439-4972. With multiple locations, they're here to give you a look that feels uniquely yours.
We can't wait to welcome everyone to the Color Bar.
Back at it here as we continue on. Rob Hipp alongside Justin Kring. Thanks for joining us for New Waverly Bulldog Baseball on a beautiful Friday night here in East Texas. No score as we're through the first inning. Top of the second coming up, and due up for New Waverly. We'll go 6, 7, and 8. It is the catcher Jackson Hathorn. Action Jackson getting rolling here in the top of the second, followed by Braden Stevenson and then Zeke Hale. Do want to remind you, for ladies out there, this is your night coming up. It's brought to you by St. Luke's Health, the presenting sponsor, the 14th annual Diva Night, exclusively for ladies. Sorry, Justin, you and I not welcome to this one. But again, sponsored by St. Luke's Health. It's Friday, April the 19th. This ladies-only night hosted by the Huntsville Walker County Chamber of Commerce. Going to be held at the fairgrounds. What's included? Well, food, beverages, shopping, door prizes, swag bags, and more. And check this out. The 2024 theme is Honky Tonk Angels. Can you dress up like a Honky Tonk Angel, Justin?
Well, if I did, they'd probably laugh at me, but I'll see what I can do.
Well, here you go. All you got to do is dress like Dolly Parton, Loretta Lynn, Tanya Tucker, any of the great women in country music. And it could be your night. You can find out more. Go to facebook.com/Diva Night Huntsville. It's the 14th annual Diva Night, brought to you by the Huntsville Walker County Chamber of Commerce. And it'll take place again on the 19th from 5:30 to 8:30. Get your tickets, and you can also listen to win tickets to Good Morning Huntsville starting on Monday morning at 7:30. We're going to give away another ticket, and we'll have that keyword for you coming up next week. Watch Good Morning Huntsville on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, all your major social media profiles. Justin, I know you watch, man.
I try to stay up, but
I don't know what you're doing getting up at 7:30 in the morning on your days off, man. You know, take it easy and sleep in, my friend.
Yeah. Once you get older, you know, once you're not in school for so long, you're so used to the time schedule. But, you know, I woke up this morning, thought I had to work, and I looked at my phone. I was like, oh, I'm off today. So
Jackson Hathorn again to get started here, 6th in the order for New Waverly. Have Hathorn's played in 18 games, 45 appearances, 39 times at bat. He's averaging 154 this season, on base at 267. 7 runs on the season. Swing and a miss here, though, to get started. The early count here on Hathorn is 0-1. Jonathan Lockhart out there, of course, the pitcher. Liam McMinn, the catcher, over at first. Jim Crothers, and at second is Timmy White. Here's the next pitch. This one over to left center. This has a chance to drop, and it is right at the left center. He's going to round first, on his way to second. Here's action. Jackson taking his way to third. And time, sliding, diving, safe. And how about the triple to start things here for Jackson Hathorn and the New Waverly Bulldogs?
Yeah, you know, it was a good hit. You know, the pitch was, you know, wasn't too perfect, but he made the hit and made it third plate.
Next up for New Waverly, number 7, Braden Stevenson.
Here's Braden Stevenson, the third baseman, tall young man here, right-handed batter. Stevenson, 44th at bat here this season.
Yeah, he's
averaging 209, on base at 320. A little bit of time called here, though, as McMinn wants to have a quick chat with Lockhart, his pitcher. They're going to discuss things just shy of the bump. Haven't had any coaches heading up to the mound yet here tonight. Top of the second we are, no score, but a good start here thanks to Jackson Hathorn's triple just moments ago as the sun starts to set here in Crawford, Texas. Beautiful ballpark here on the campus of Crockett High School. Here's the pitch. This one hard hit over to right. That will bring in one. Cook the steaks. The ribeyes are going here for New Waverly. It's an RBI single as Hathorn will come in and score. Stevenson standing tall over at first. And the Bulldogs of New Waverly will take the first bite tonight. That'll bring up 8th in the order, the left fielder, Zeke Hale.
You know, just like what Brian Adams said, boil the water. They're boiling it tonight.
And Zeke Barahel only playing in 3 games this season. 6 plate appearances and at-bats. Still looking for his first time to get on here this season. With 5 games after tonight remaining. Here's the pitch. That one a wild pitch, gets away from the catcher, sliding into the backstop. The runner will advance, though. Stevenson over to second on that wild pitch. And Zeke Hill's early count here, 1 ball and no strikes.
Yeah, you know, he almost took himself out, but I'm glad to see him get back up and make that throw.
Yeah, and you know, it's tough here because you got the chain link fences at a lot of these 3A schools, even some 4A schools. You don't have the netting.
Yeah.
He took a big slide and luckily didn't hit it too hard.
I thought he was going to run over to grandma and grandpa over here, and thank God for this gate.
Count at 1-0 as Lockhart keeping an eye at second. That little high pitch, call that one the shave pitch. Justin, you know, I need that pitch.
Don't we all?
This is starting to grow a little bit. Count at 1-0. Actually make it 2-0 now on a high to the inside. 2 balls, no strikes, no out. And it's Stevenson after the wild pitch in scoring position over at second. New Waverly leading 1-0 here in the top of the second. You know what? That isn't Zeke Barahel. That's 19.
Oh.
Runner's going to take off over and easily able to steal over to third. I didn't even see that, Justin.
I got it over here.
Yeah, I've been saying it's Barahel. I apologize. That's Casey Dippery. My bad. That was not on the lineup tonight. He was a sub, so we're just going to extract Zeke out of there. So I apologize.
It's a little hard to read these
I
names.
just noticed it, man, when I looked at the jersey. So here's Casey Dippery, 2-0.
Mama's tuning in. Hello, Mama.
And here's the pitch. This one hard hit off to first, but he's going to unassisted tag. The runner's going to have to stay over at third. A good hard hit for Casey Diprey, but a good play out there by Carruthers to corral that one and with the unassisted out over at first.
Got a good crowd tonight.
We are one out. Stevenson remains over at third. Here's Crawford Raisner. This one right
Good
up
hit.
the middle. And an RBI single as New Waverly now 2 on the board. Both of those runs coming here on 3 hits in the second.
You know, it's been a lot of good center field hits out here tonight. It's 2-0.
Back to the top of the order for New Waverly, number 11, Joe Paul Chick.
That'll take us back to the top. The right fielder, Joe Paul Chick. He's 1 for 1. Led off back in the first and then was caught stealing out over at second. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt. Another wild pitch is going to advance.
He's safe at second.
Raisner over to second. Counter on Joe Paul Chick, 1-0. New Waverly again leading 2-0 here in the top of the second. Starting to cool off, Justin, even without that wind. You know, it could be 79 and be really nice, but if there's no wind, it is a little bit warm, even with no humidity. But that sun continuing to set. Here's the next pitch. Another one low in the dirt. This time, McMahon able to corral that pitch in the count at 2-0. Here
No, it
on
was,
Joe Paul Chick.
It was a little cool this morning when we woke up. Got a little hot.
Here's the next pitch.
Oh,
On the inside,
and
runner's going to try to take off over to third, sliding, diving, and he
make that?
is safe.
Oh, wait, the coach is going. Yeah, he's safe.
Fist bump
Wow.
out there from Coach Compton, and Raisner's safe over at third on a stolen base. Count here, I believe, on Joe Paul Chick's 3-0.
The shortstops are pretty busy tonight.
Here's the next pitch. That one drops in for a strike, makes it 3-1. Here's the next pitch. This one chopped over to the second baseman, a little flip and dip action, and that's not going to allow the runner, though, at third to come in. And so a good job out there by White over to Carruthers for the second out. Pretty routine 4-3. That'll bring up second in the order the shortstop, Colin Conover. 0 for today, hit by a pitch, then a wild pitch advanced over to second, was left stranded back in the first. He was one of the 2 that was left on back in that previous inning. Conover coming into this game on base at a .529. 14 hits, singled 13 of those, 1 double, 2 RBIs, and 11 runs here in this season. New Waverly coming in at 7-12-1, but 4-4 here in 23-3A. First pitch was high. This one also high to the other side, and another wild pitch. Going to try to allow runner to come in, diving and sliding, and he is safe. And the third run comes in and scores on a wild pitch here for New Waverly. They're leading 3-0 here with 2 outs. Here in the top of the second.
As he was sliding down to get the catcher through it, and it hit him. Glad to see him get up and make it in.
That'll clear the base paths here. Here's the next pitch to Conover. Just to the outside. Conover for the moment stepped out. Now he's back in. Top of the second, 3-0. New Waverly leads. Next pitch also high to the inside, and he'll reach on a walk. And that'll bring up third in the order. The pitcher, Corbin Well, is 0 for 1. He struck out swinging for the third and final out on a 2-2 pitch back in the first. Well, welcome everybody in, joining us across Twitter tonight, on the SHN Sports YouTube, also on Facebook. Let us know that you're out there. I've had a couple of comments come in, and we'd love to give you a shout out here on the broadcast tonight. Nanny Goat, as I said earlier, on YouTube, sending in the message saying she's here, and Matthew Pasecki coming in on Facebook a little bit earlier as we got started, waving a little hand of hello, Justin.
Right.
On Alaska, here in district play, 7-1. Anderson Shiro, the Fighting Owls, at 6-2, with Cleveland at 6-2. Cold Spring in that fourth spot right now at 5-3, and then it's New Waverly and Shepherd both entering into tonight at 4-4. And your bottom two in 23-3-8, Trinity and Crockett both looking for their first wins in district play, as they're both 0-8, and also just one win on the season. Trinity 1-17 overall. Crockett at 1-15. Crockett, of course, last playing New Waverly in New Waverly, a 12-0 loss there. This one right up center, and trying to make the play with the left hand of the glove, and it is for the third and final out. So a good job by the center fielder out there, able to get on that one was Yanez Krieg. And that will do it here, but New Waverly taking care of some business, scoring 3 runs. They get those 3 runs in the top of the second inning, coming on at least 3 hits that I can count. There were no errors. They do leave 1 on. Friends, we're through 1.5. Bottom of the second coming up when we come back. This is New Waverly Bulldog Baseball, brought to you in part by Walker County Federal Credit Union, your full-service credit union located on Normal Park Drive in Huntsville. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come here on SHN.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
All right, friends, welcome back at it here. Time now is 7:44 in Crockett, Texas. This is New Waverly Bulldog Baseball season presented by Hello Huntsville. For all of your resources throughout Walker County, visit HelloHuntsvilleTX.com. We'll go 4, 5, and 6 here for Crockett. First one, boy, fastball and a swing and a miss as Carruthers trying to take a bite at it. The early count here 0-1. It is Jim Carruthers, the first baseman, followed by the pitcher, Jonathan Lockhart, and then that 6th spot, the third baseman, Alex Aldako. The next pitch is on the way, and this one way into the backstop. Luckily, no one's on. That'll even us up at 1-1. Rob Hipp here alongside the Justin Kring. Justin, good to have you on tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. I just put that message on Facebook, and here you are.
Yeah.
How much do you charge to be here, by the way?
Well, probably above my budget.
Is that negotiable?
Sometimes.
Here's the 1-1 pitch off the right hand. This one low to the outside. Take us to 2 balls and a strike. Again, we are underway, bottom of the second. The light shining down on the diamond here now in Crockett, Texas. Here's the next pitch. That one trying to paint the corner, just would not fall in. And a quick 3-1 count here. It was a 1-2-3 kind of inning. for Corbin Well back in the first as he had 2 strikeouts swinging. Here's the 3-1. Hard hit foul will go over off the first base side of the corner. And that'll take us to a full count at 3-2.
Trying to see what that is out there in that field. It's like something moving around out there.
It's probably Bigfoot, Justin.
Probably so.
Here's this pitch. This one over to the second baseman, Nixon. Throw to first, routine play, and he's out. It was Nixon, a good one and a good job. We'll have the first out here on a routine 4-3, and that's 4 in a row retired now by Corbin Well. Do want to welcome you in. Let us know you're out there tonight, friends. If you're on the social media feed, just send a comment. Super easy to do. Whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, if you're listening, we are going to pull in our friends here in just a few moments on the Spirit Radio FM app. And so if you're driving, you just want to hear the audio, you can pull up that app here in just a little bit. Here's a pitch, drops it in the zone for a strike on Jonathan Lockhart. It's 0-1. You can download that Spirit Radio app on spiritradio.fm. Here's the 0-1 from the right hand to the right-handed batter. This one popped way up into the air. It'll go behind the Bulldog dugout. And that takes us to no balls and 2 strikes, 1 away. Crockett trailing here 3-0 in the bottom of the second on their home field.
You know, Crockett's trying to get back in rhythm.
Here's the next pitch high to the outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Next pitch. Swung around and missed. Did they say that? Yeah, he did. Well,
Yeah.
Kind of a really calm call there. It's third strikeout here by Corbin Well, and he's 1-2 so far. That'll take us to
Alex Aldaco.
Aldaco here, the third baseman, 6th in the order.
Been a quick little inning.
Trying to emulate what he did back in the first, as it was a 1-2-3 inning, and 5 in a row retired now by Corbin Well. Here's the pitch. Just clipped the zone for a strike. It's 0-1, beautiful pitch off the right hand of Corbin Well.
Give a shout out to my mom. You know, she couldn't find the chat, but she's watching.
All right, there you go. 0-2. Mama Delat joining us tonight.
Yep.
1-2, welcome in. What's your mom's first name?
Christy.
Miss Christie. Welcome in, Miss Christie. Swing and a miss. And it is another 1-2-3 kind of inning for the New Waverly Bulldogs. And Corbin Well retiring 6 in a row. No runs, hits, errors. Of course, nobody left on. That'll take us through 2. Top of the third coming up when we come back. This is New Waverly Bulldog Baseball, brought to you in part by Guardian Defense, your experts in all things self-defense in Huntsville. Check them out online at guardiandefensellc.com. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come here on the home of the Bulldogs. This is SHN Sports.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Back at it here from Crockett, Texas. Top of the third just underway. One pitch already on the way to Charlie Goodwin to the outside. The count here for Goodwin and New Waverly 1-0 as we go 4, 5, and 6. The pitching continues from Lockhart off the right hand. Oh, that one right into the back of the helmet. That's why you wear the helmet, Justin, and he'll be hitting a tattoo parlor as he was hit by a pitch over to first. That's the second batter hit tonight.
A little bit of take cover action on that one.
Like what the public address announcer said here. He said a little bit of an owie on that one. We do want to welcome in those of you joining us on the Spirit Radio FM app. We are broadcasting New Waverly baseball live tonight here in East Texas. New Waverly currently leading 3-0 in the top of the third. They're back at bat here on the road tonight. A little 3A high school coverage here tonight. New Waverly 4-4 this season in district play, as the Crockett Bulldogs in this district still looking for their first win in district play. They come into tonight at 1-15 overall. 1-15 overall. 0-1 early count here on Daniel Nixon, fifth in the order. Here's the next pitch. I'll throw that one back over to first. Quick arm by McMinn over to Carruthers, the catcher over to first. Count at 1-1 strike as we are here in the top of the third. New Waverly holding on to that 3-0 advantage, coming off a 12-0 advantage over these same Crockett Bulldogs back on Tuesday night, where Charlie Drain pitched a no-hitter. Brock Lemire, the Crockett Bulldogs head coach, 9 years, 132 career wins. This is a team that won the state championship one time in the 90s, once in the 80s in 3A. Talking about the Crockett Bulldogs. Their lone win was Texo Tigers. That was back on February the 27th in non-district action. Here's the next pitch on the 1-1, just to the inside. It's 2 balls and a strike. If you haven't downloaded the Spirit Radio FM app, super easy to do. Go to spiritradio.fm. You can listen and enjoy the audio of tonight's game. If you're on the road driving, please don't text and drive, and don't be on your phone driving. Here's a 2-1. Boy, that one hit him as well. That tattoo shop, I'm telling you, it's open tonight. Justin Kring's going to go down there and get some ink.
You know, speaking of texting and driving, there was a classmate of mine named Peyton Irvin.
Yep.
And I found out, you know, she passed away in the texting and driving, and, you know, she was my classmate for graduation. So
the Peyton Irwin Foundation is honoring her legacy and reminding folks not to text and drive. We had her mother, Deanna Irwin, on Good Morning Huntsville this morning. And they do a 5K, the 5th year they're doing that. This year it's going to be at night. That's not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And you can go online to runsignup.com/DD. $5K run, and you can get your tickets there. That pitch, I was trying to pay attention on that pitch. I didn't see where that one went, Justin. The count showing 2-1 on the board. I'm not sure if that's correct.
Yeah, it was out for strike.
Top of the third we are. Runner on first is Nixon. Goodwin is over at second. Next pitch here, just out of the zone. Count showing 2-1 on the board for Jackson Hathorn, who's at bat right now. Jackson 1 for 1, had that leadoff triple back in the second, scoring the first of 3 runs. Here's the right-handed pitch. That one low in the dirt. Good job by McMinn, able to get behind it. I would assume that would take us. It's 3-0 is the count. 3 balls, no strikes from the umpire behind home plate. Again, if you're joining us tonight, let us know you're out there. You can either send in a comment on social media, whatever platform you're on. If you're not on social and you're listening, or if you just want to text it in, you can to 512-522-9105. That is the Bulldog fan line at 512-522-9105. Let us know that you're out there tonight. Pitcher Lockhart on the mound. Here's the 3-0. That one low as well, and 4 pitches results in a walk for Hathorn, and now the bases are loaded. That will force Goodwin over to third, Daniel Nixon to second, Hathorn over to first.
Coach
And
coming out.
Yeah, no outs right here for New Waverly, leading 3-0. They're in a prime position as we start the bottom of the order in that 7th spot. The third baseman, Braden Stevenson, had the RBI single. Then on a wild pitch, advanced over to second, stole to third, then came around and scored on the Rosner RBI single as well. It was the second run of that inning, 2 of 3.
You know, we might be having a new pitcher coming in.
Yeah, I believe so. We'll see. Did see some action out in the bullpen, and I think that is going to do it for Jonathan Lockhart here tonight. We'll step aside, take a break. More to come. We'll have that new pitcher for you who is stepping up to the bump right now. We'll have that for you when we come back. Stay with us. More to come. It's New Waverly Bulldog baseball. Bases loaded for the Bulldogs, and they lead 3-0 here in the top of the 3rd. We'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Bulldog baseball on SHN.
I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
All right, friends, back at it. We're just getting some of that change there. So the pitcher now is Timmy White. White will move over from second to pitcher, and that'll change up a few things. Alex Aldaco will head over to second, and Jonathan Lockhart now over at third. So that's how things kind of shifted up on the defensive side of things. Count here for Braden Stevenson. I believe he's at 0-2. I was glancing down at the score sheet here. No outs, top of the 3rd. New Waverly at bat, leading 3-0 again here in the top of the 3rd. They've got bases loaded. Here's the next pitch on the way. This one hard hit foul off the first base side, and that'll head over the fence. Out the park and to grandmother's house it went, Justin.
Yeah. Don't let grandma come over here. You hit her house, she's gonna come out here.
You ain't getting no more sweet tea, that's for sure.
No.
Here's the next pitch. That one low in the dirt. Count here, 1 ball, 2 strikes. I want to welcome you back in. Alongside Justin Kring, I'm Rob Hipp. Thanks for joining us for New Waverly Baseball here on SHN. Here's the next pitch.
Oh.
Runner going to try to slide back over. Ball hit him on the toss, but got to have someone holding on to it. Runner is safe over there at third. That is Charlie Goodwin. He was hit by a pitch.
Yeah.
What, poor kid has been getting knocked around all night. 2 balls and 2 strikes here for Braden Stevenson at bat for New Waverly, the left-handed batter. Here's the pitch. This one over to left center. This one going deep down, and the center fielder got it, but the sacrifice should bring in
another run.
At least 1 for New Waverly, maybe 2.
1 run, 4. Yeah.
So just bringing in one. That will bring in Charlie Goodwin. So Goodwin will come in, and runners Nixon and Hathorn will stay at first and second respectively, and Stevenson there credited with the sac fly out over to center. Go down to 8th in the order. Casey Diprey here for New Waverly. New Waverly leading now 4-0. Here's the pitch and the hit. This one right over the first baseman's glove. He's over to first.
Oh, no.
And the runners will remain at second and third. Bases loaded. Beautiful hit there by Diprey. Making the best of the opportunities that young man is getting. That'll force Nixon over to third, Hathorn to second. And the bases yet again loaded for New Waverly with that 4-0 advantage here in the top of the third inning. Ninth in the order. Rosner first pitch. I believe it just maybe. They call strike on that, Justin?
Yeah, they got strike.
Here's the next pitch. To the outside.
Yeah, nice.
I believe it's 1 ball and 1 strike. That first one was a ball. It's 1-1. Here's the next pitch on the 1-1. Low in the dirt. Take us to 2 balls and a strike. Good eye there by Rosner. 1 for 1 tonight. Had the RBI single and eventually came around and scored that third and final run back in the first. Or in the second, rather, for New Waverly. Here's the next pitch. Took a look at that one for the strike, as it was a fastball just to the inside corner. Take us to 2 balls and 2 strikes here for Crawford Rosner. Next one low, great eye, and that'll take us to a full count. Payoff pitch coming up here. Timothy White here again on the mound, coming in for Lockhart. This one will kind of flop its way over to third. The throw to home.
Safe. Got it.
He is safe. So how about that for Rosner? Give him the RBI single. The stakes continuing to cook here tonight for New Waverly. So that'll score Nixon Hathorn over to third now and Diprey over to second.
He said
We'll go back to the top of the order. It's the right fielder, Joe Paul Chick. 1 for 2 tonight. Singled, back in the first. Caught stealing for the first out. High pitch here. And then a grounder over to second for the second out, back in the second. It's 5-0 New Waverly in the top of the third. Bases loaded for the New Waverly Bulldogs here on the field of the Crockett Bulldogs. Late swing. This one will bounce foul off the third base line. Goes right into the hand there of Coach Compton.
Yeah, if he would have hit a little bit quicker, a little sooner, we probably would have had another run in.
Yeah, you can't trust the scoreboard tonight. We do have 1 out.
Uh-oh.
High pitch here, and runner's going to get back over to third in plenty of time.
Almost hit him. It's been a rough game.
Bases remain loaded. 5-0 New Waverly. Next pitch to Joe Paul. To the inside. High it goes. I'm going to mark it as 2-1, but I don't know if that's correct. I don't know if it's 3. I missed. Yeah, it's 3-1. So the count is 3 balls and a strike. Here's the next pitch. Boy, right over to that left center gap, but the shortstop able to make the toss to second, looking for the double play. They're not going to get it, but they do get 1 out. But a run does come in and score. So Hathorn will come in, puts the 6th run on the board. Joe Paul Chick reaching over to first. Dippery will advance over to second, and Rosner is out for the second out. Take a second in the order. Colin Conover for New Waverly. Bulldogs with the 6-0 advantage here in the top of the third. Boy, really cooling off nicely here now tonight, finally. I say it's cool. I mean, it was 79 when we started, but we're sitting here complaining about it a little bit. I'm in shorts and short sleeve. You're in the jeans.
Yeah. Guess I should have prepared myself and looked into the weather app more.
Runners on the hot corners here for New Waverly. That 6-0 advantage here in the top of the third. Runner's going to try to steal over to second.
He thought about it. Oh,
yeah, a little bit of error. Now runner's going to take off over to home. And how about that for New Waverly? So for the moment, it looked like
a little wild throw.
Could have had a chance to get out over there at second.
God, that's a ball game.
They weren't able to hold on to it out there, and that allowed him to get over to second, Joe Paul Chick. And Dippery able to come in and score the sixth. Is it the 6th or the 7th run? Man, I'm so far behind, Justin. It's a 7th run. 7-0 now for New Waverly. 4 here in this inning, and that one will go over on a wild pitch, and runner will advance over to third.
Yeah, the catcher's been beating himself up all game.
Well, he's having to go after those because they're getting so far away from him. It's not his fault. The pitcher and those wild pitches just keeps getting way out of his reach. Conover still at bat here. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 away. 7-0 New Waverly leads. 4 of those runs coming here in the top of this third. Runner in scoring position over at third. Now a pitch gracing the corner for the strike. It's 2-1. Quite a few of you joining us tonight on the Spirit Radio FM app. We appreciate you being here with us. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one over to right, going to take a drop. That should be an RBI single, and it is. Boy, those steaks are cooking tonight, Justin. If you want them medium rare, put a little horseradish sauce on them, and they'll taste really good.
Well, you know, the way this game is looking, I think the steaks are well done by now.
Conover with an RBI single. Bringing in Joe Paul Chick. We'll go Corbin Well, as we are now 9 batters into this inning. 1 more and we would have went around. Conover, the RBI single just moments ago over at first. Bringing up the pitcher Corbin Well, as he's going to have a talk with his coach just beyond that third base line. Coach Compton out there. Colin Conover coming to join the conversation as he runs all the way over from first. And there's another discussion on the bump here with the Crockett Bulldogs.
Looks like
Coach Lee Myers up there talking to Timmy White right now.
Looks like there was something on the
Haven't made the decision. I think he's just having a talk, trying to settle him down a little bit here. So again, it is now 8-0, New Waverly. 2-out territory. And the Bulldogs of New Waverly have the runner over at first. Side into the discussion. Timmy White's going to remain out there. And here's Corbin Well. Corbin is 0 for 2. Used to say when you're 0 for 2, you're due. Our friends from Texas Signature Roofing, Jared Hathorn, messaging in. Appreciate you, Jared. Good to hear from you. This one high up into the air over to the left. This should be catchable by Edgar Hernandez, and he is just able to make that snag over there at left for the third and final out. But not before the damage is done. 5 runs in this third inning by New Waverly. They get those 5 runs on 3 hits. May have been an error somewhere along there, Justin. I believe there was one. And they do leave 1 on base. It's 8-0 as we are through 2.5, bottom of the third. Coming up here in East Texas. Stay with us, more to come It's New Waverly Bulldog Baseball, brought to you in part by our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They are the hometown experts in celebrating life. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come here on SHN.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
Back at it, friends. Rob Hipp here with the Justin Kring. Little shot there, JK. You're never kidding. They ever call you JK?
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah, but you're not kidding anybody, though, dude. Justin Kring's a real deal, man. This young man works hard, mid-20s, man. It's good to have you. Thank you for hanging out tonight, too, Justin. You know, I put that message out on Facebook. I just wanted somebody to come out here and hang, and you said, all right, man, I'll come.
Yeah.
You answered the call, man. So, yeah. Again, I got to go run to the bank after this one, though. Figure out, you know, we got to pay you the big bucks. Here we are tonight. New Waverly coming in 7-12-1, 4-4. Crockett 1-15, 0-8. As this game is already, of course, well underway. We're through 2.5 innings. Boy, they took a run off of it. Did I miscount? See, this is what I start trusting the scoreboard up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm showing 8. They're showing 7 on the scoreboard up there. So somewhere, Justin, something got messed up along the line. I thought it was 8-0.
Yeah, me too. You know, the last run came in, and I guess, I don't know, something with the scoreboard, like you said.
And I hate it because I throw people off when I do that, so my bad. But New Waverly in the driver's seat right now, regardless as it is.
Leadoff batter for Crockett, number 9, Craig.
It is 8-0. That's the official, too. So they got that score. You can't trust that over there, by the way.
I did see an 8 up there. I guess, I don't know.
6 retired in a row here for New Waverly, and it's a new pitcher out there as well.
Yeah, it looks like we got a new pitcher in the
it's
game.
not Corbin Well anymore. So Well will finish up in 2 innings and retired 6 in a row. The new pitcher out there now is Jackson Hathorn. Action Jackson. They kind of switched roles as Well now playing catcher, I believe. And unfortunately, I was kind of looking down on all that and haven't seen the count. Here's the next pitch on the way. That one low to the outside. And, boy, he's going to reach on a leadoff walk. So it was 4 pitches, all of them balls. And in that 7th spot, Giannis Krieg is going to reach on a walk.
Number 4.
It's Bryson Burton, the right fielder, now in that 8th spot. First pitch to him here will go high to the inside, and the early count here is 1-0. 5 balls here for Hathorn, but he's getting some work in. Bryson Burton, the right fielder, first time at bat tonight. Swing and a miss here on a good pitch. Nice off speed. Good throw there from Corbin Well over to Goodwin. The runner is safe, though, as Krieg just barely got back onto that first base side. Count it 1-1 here for Burton. Here's the 1-1 from the right-handed pitch. Runner's going to take off, trying to steal over to second. Boy, the catcher there threw it over the head of the shortstop. Was looking at Conover. Now the runner's going to advance over to third. Did he tag? Did he get him out?
Yes, he did.
It's out. Wait a minute.
It's out.
Where's the call at, Justin? We got to wait. I think they're going to say he was safe.
Wow.
Yeah, we can't call it until we see it. Coach, tell you what.
Umpires.
Coach Compton's going to head over and have a quick discussion out here, I believe, with one of the umpires. He's talking to his pitcher's umpire. I can't see. You know, he's talking to the umpire.
Yeah, it was a good throw to third.
So a couple of stolen bases for Krieg. He's over at third now.
Oh, they're saying he's pretty heated.
That's one thing about Coach Compton. He stands up for his young men.
Yeah, he's out there.
Let's go.
They're saying he's safe.
Bryson, keep it going, Bryson. Here we go.
Wow.
Bottom of the third we are. Crockett Bulldogs have the runner over at third. Couple stolen bases here for Krieg. He's over there. Here's the next pitch. That one high upstairs to Bryson Burton.
Just noticed that pole out there is on the trees.
3 balls and a strike here on Burton. What was it you said you noticed?
That.
Oh, yeah.
It's covering the tree.
Foul pole over there at first. The tree's covering it up. Yeah, you don't see that too often.
A little bit on that side, I guess that one.
There's another tree on that.
Yeah, far right.
On the corner over there at right, too. Yeah, here's the 3-1 on the way. That one low to the outside.
Oh.
It's going to get away on a wild pitch. Catcher trying to make the play back.
Oh.
And the runner's going to come in and score. Krieg will come in and score.
Wow.
On a wild pitch, Burton's going to reach over there to first. And the first run on the board now here for the Crockett Bulldogs. New Waverly still in the driver's seat, though, at 8-1. And Justin, as I go back here, that is the first run for Crockett going all the way back to March the 14th, where they lost in a 19-4 contest versus Cold Spring. Wow. They have not scored a run since then through 4 other games. It was 2 series with Cleveland and then Onalaska. And a hit by a pitch here. It was an 0-1 to Edgar Hernandez, but he just got hit by a pitch. And now there's runners at 1 and 2 for Crockett.
And we are back to the top of the order.
We'll go back to the top of the order here. We are in the third. It is Timmy White about to step up to bat here. Going to be a discussion as all the infield for New Waverly heads over to the mound. Coach Aaron Compton, first-year head coach for New Waverly, having a talk with Jackson Hathorn and the rest of his players. Do appreciate you joining us tonight here on SHN. As I said earlier, appreciate Jared Hathorn, Jackson's father, texting in earlier from Texas Signature Roofing. They were big supporters of our football season. We appreciate them so much. And really thankful for the New Waverly community. We will have football sponsorships available soon. And so be on the lookout for that. Ed Watto and I are proud to bring you video action of New Waverly Bulldog football again this fall. We still got to get through baseball season, still got to get through the summer, Justin. But
yeah.
Ed and I are very much looking forward to our second year broadcasting New Waverly Bulldog football. So excited to bring you that action. And again, sponsorship information will come out soon. If you're interested in sponsoring football this year, all you got to do is text us at 512-522-9105. That's our Bulldog fan text line, but you can text us there as well. And we'll be more than happy to chat with you. I think they did make a pitching change, by the way.
I think so, yeah. We got a new pitcher in.
So that will do it for Action Jackson. Corbin Wells going to remain the catcher, I believe. I hope I got that number right.
Looks like 45.
And that stepping up now is Charlie Goodwin. So Goodwin now on the mound getting those warm-up pitches. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment as Goodwin looks to change things back up here for New Waverly. Stay with us, more to come. It's New Waverly Bulldog Baseball on SHN.
I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
All right, friends, back at it here. Action continues as there's that pitch and change. It's now Charlie Goodwin, third pitcher of the night on the mound now for New Waverly. His first pitch got a lot of arm behind that one. Over to short, the error as he bobbled it around. Runner's going to come around third to home and score the second run. It was an error out there by short. That allowed Burton to come in and score. Edgar Hernandez, I did not see where he ended up. There's going to be a very quick infield chat here with just the players. I don't think that Coach Compton's a part of that conversation. Probably wants to be.
Right, I don't see him out there.
8-2 is the score. I'm still trying to figure out where they took away a run off of there earlier. I mean, we're still showing it as 8-2 in our book. Still no outs here.
Javon Bedford.
Javon Bedford. Now at bat here, the right-handed batter 0 for 1, popped one up over the center. First pitch here by Goodwin is a strike. Little heater behind it, clipped the corner for the strike. It's 0-1. Runners at first and second for Crockett. This one over to second. Grounds it, bobbled it. Another error here by New Waverly. And that'll load the bases. So a tough break here. Bedford will reach. Now this time on an error by the second baseman. That will force White over to second. So back-to-back errors here by the defense of New Waverly. Still no outs. And the bases are now loaded for the Crockett Bulldogs. Pitch here to Liam McMinn. Just out of his reach. It's a ball. It's 1-0. Here's the next one. This one popped up over to right. Should be catchable by Joe Paul. Nope. Not able to haul that one down. That's going to score one. They did not elect to try to bring another one in, and so boy, Edgar Hernandez is going to come around and score. And McMinn will reach on an error here.
Number 5, Jim Carruthers.
Here's the next pitch. High to the outside on Carruthers. Early count here, 1-0. Wide over to third, Bedford to second. This one popped up. Similar situation. Second baseman going to make the grab. And that one just shallow enough that it's not going to allow anybody to run in. So a good job out there. I believe it was Daniel Nixon making the grab.
It's kind of hard to read the numbers.
Yeah. So good job by Nixon playing second, but able to push back there on that one for the first out. Go fifth in the order now. Pitcher here, Jonathan Lockhart, who started this game. This one swung on, hit foul into the backstop. It's 0-1. One away. Crockett, 3 tallies on the board now, trailing 8-3. Next pitch on the way. Boy, that was close. Did it? Oh, no. For the moment, you know, boy, and you thought that Lockhart there, he wanted to get that as a hit by pitch. He actually threw the bat back over to the on-deck circle off that third base side in front of his dugout, and the umpire said, no, you didn't get hit, son. And so he's going to be back up here. The count should be 1-1.
That was very close there.
Yes, extremely close. Bases remain loaded here, 8-3, New Waverly up front, but Crockett with some life. Here's the pitch. Heater behind it, but it was to the outside on the fastball curve to the out. And that'll bring us to 2-1. Again, we do want to hear from you tonight. Text us at 512-522-9105 on the Bulldog fan text line. Here's the next pitch. Beautiful pitch, drops in the zone for a strike. And it's 2-2.
Right here, Tim. Battle with him. We got 2 on you. Let's go. Let's go.
Here's the 2-2. The heater, the swing, the miss, the strikeout.
Boil the water.
And we're 2 away. As Goodwin finally showing some rhythm here, settling down. A lot of that, though, his defense was helping him out much. Down to 6 in the order, Alex Saldaco. Saldaco 0 for 1, struck out swinging for the third and final out back in the second. This one will pop up over. 3 New Waverly players chasing it. And that one drops into the glove again of Daniel Nixon for the third and final out. Nixon had a couple of big grabs out there for New Waverly, but not before 3 runs on the board for the Crockett Bulldogs. They get those 3 runs, and as I'm looking here, I don't know if any of those were earned. There may have been 1 hit if I missed something, but there was 3 errors in that inning and 3 left on base. We're showing 8-3. The scoreboard out there on the field shows 7. The scorebook on Game Changer shows 8. My book shows 8. So unless they erased one we didn't know about, Justin, we're going to keep it 8. We'll be back in a moment here. 3 innings gone. Top of the 4th coming up. New Waverly Bulldog Baseball in the home of the Bulldogs. SHN, presented by Hello Huntsville, continues after this. Stay with us.
The Quincy Carter Foundation is on a mission to transform lives through sports, education, and substance-free living. Founded by former NFL quarterback Quincy Carter, the foundation shines a light on underserved youth, offering free football clinics that teach more than just the game. They instill life skills like teamwork, discipline, and perseverance. In 2023, the foundation expanded its impact, partnering with sober living facilities to offer scholarships for adults in recovery, easing the financial strain and supporting them on their journey to a healthier life. And now the Oak Ridge Disciple House proudly stands with the Quincy Carter Foundation as a ministry partner united in a commitment to lifting up those in need. Join us in supporting this vital work. Visit the Quincy Carter Foundation online at thequincycarterfoundation.com to make a difference today.
Friends, welcome back as we get started here in the top of the fourth. We appreciate you joining us on SHN. We'll go 4, 5, and 6 at the heart of the order. Justin, as my pencil flew somewhere. Man, that thing took
I heard it, but I
where
don't
did
know
that thing
where it
take a
went.
bounce to?
Probably in
See
the upper
that?
deck.
You see where that thing went?
I heard it hit.
Man, what did it do?
Wow.
Fly out onto the field somewhere?
Oh, there it is. Way behind the.
Yeah, that's all right. That's why you have a backup. So 4, 5, and 6, it's a good one to start. And the first pitch here off of the right hand of Timmy White to the outside. Early count here, 1-0. Again, it's 8-3, top of the fourth. Here's the second pitch on the way. High to the inside. And that will take us to 2-0. Boy, that score.
Scoreboard.
You can't trust it, man.
Yeah.
It's the number one rule in broadcasting, don't trust. Here's one that's fouled into the backstop. That'll take us to the first strike at 2-1. 2-1, no outs. Nobody on for New Waverly. Holding on to a 5-run lead, 8-3. Here's the pitch. To the outside corner, good eye by Goodwin to take us to 2-2.
Not too bad, Timmy, not too bad.
Feel the wind coming back in.
Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Little heat brought on that one. I guess it was
3-2 the count.
I guess it was 3-1. So now it's 3-2. The payoff pitch coming up. Here's the pitch. Curve to the outside. Good eye by Goodwin. He'll reach on a leadoff walk here in the top of the fourth.
Base, that brings up number 14.
Go down to Daniel Nixon playing second base. Had those two grabs out there, playing shallow on second. In the bottom of the third, had the two grabs for 2 outs to stop that damage that the Crockett Bulldogs are trying to put on, where they scored those 3 runs just a little bit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him.
Keep it in front.
On the way, fastball to the outside. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the next pitch. Nice off speed as that one drops right in the strike zone. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. Anthony Enriquez joining us on the YouTube channel. Appreciate that message coming in, Anthony. Joining us here tonight. Here's the 1-1. Curve to the outside. Take us to 2 balls and a strike. Again, you can let us know where you're at tonight. We appreciate you. You can also text us on the Bulldog fan text line at 512-522-9105. Here's one low in the dirt. That should take us to 3-1, Justin. Showing 2-1 on the board, but again.
Make it 3-1.
Showing 2. I don't know what I'm missing tonight, Justin. Obviously something, man. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Take it 2-2. I guess my brain is behind, man.
Me too. I got
Sorry
jeans
for
on.
throwing our listeners off, too. That gets confusing if you're trying to listen and picture the game. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes, no outs. 1 on here for New Waverly. The Bulldogs lead. And, I mean, the board up there is showing 7, but I'm counting them in my scorebook. It is 8 runs, and that's what whoever's keeping score tonight on Game Changer is showing. So throw over to first. It gets out of his hand. That's going to allow Goodwin to reach over to second.
Keep it in front of you, Fire. Don't let it get by you.
So Goodwin able to reach on an error by the first baseman. He'll advance over to second. Next one high upstairs, my goodness. A little bit of dust coming off the glove as that bad boy went way up into the air. Credit the athletic ability there of McMinn, able to skyrocket his way up. We are at a payoff pitch now at 3-2. Anthony is cheering on Dan Nixon, watching from Temple, Texas. Here's the pitch, the payoff to the outside. And the second batsman in a row, Daniel Nixon, who's got a fan there from Temple, Anthony Enriquez. Joining Nixon will reach on a walk. So that'll put runners on 1 and 2 for the Bulldogs, leading 8-3 here in the top of the fourth.
Got some good pitches coming in.
Getting close tonight. This is past my bedtime, Justin, to be honest. If I'm not broadcasting, we're in bed. Jackson Hathorn, that pitch, curveball to the outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, we get the kids down, usually bathe them around 6:45, 7. 7:30, they're asleep. 8 o'clock, I'm in bed, man.
That's how it usually is now.
This little drop in the zone for the strike. Good off-speed pitch to bring it 1-1.
I've been trying to go to bed early myself, but getting up early, going to work.
Here's the 1-1. Good job by the catcher McMinn to get behind that one on what could have been a wild pitch. And it should be 2 balls and a strike. The way it's going tonight, though, Justin, I have no idea.
We're losing our minds tonight.
It's 2-1. So we're right. Board's wrong. This one, whoa, flips right up to the bump and a throw over to first and was able to get him out.
Did he make it?
No, he did not.
Good job. Way to be moving, guys.
Boy, quick little bang, bang. 2 out we are, I believe. Did he get both of them?
Yeah, it looks like it. I think he did.
No.
He got that. Oh, I see him.
Yeah, he did. Goodness gracious. That one was hit right over to Timmy White. White was able to haul it down for the first out. Then he threw it over to first and was able to get Nixon out. That was the first out, and then it was the throw on the 1-3 for the second out. So a little bang-bang action going on. It's Braden Stevenson. First pitch was a strike, 0-1. Next pitch to the outside. That's a ball. 1-1 count. 2 away. Runner on second in scoring position for New Waverly remains is Charlie Goodwin. Actually, he's got a runner out there for him, I believe, too. Next pitch graces the corner for a strike. It's 1-2. Who is that running? Oh, it's still Goodwin out there. And now Coach Compton going to have a quick chat here with the third baseman, Braden Stevenson. Coach over there off the third base line, about halfway down. Make sure to stick with us post-game. We will have a brief chat with Coach Compton and a player that he'll bring to us. And then we're going to have to get out of here quickly. Sometimes these visiting venues, they don't wait around on us. We got a lot of stuff we got to pack up. And by the time Coach meets with the players, and that's still a ways off, though, Justin. This one's been going a little slow tonight.
Right here. Get ready. Everybody
A
know
little
what you're doing.
pacey game tonight.
Here's the pitch. That one fouled off the bat into the backstop. The count will remain 1-2. The at-bat stays alive for Stevenson.
You know what we're doing. Ready? Get ready. Clean gloves. Let's go.
Here's the 1-2. Low she goes, and that'll even us at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
We got it.
Waverly, the advantage 8-3, top of the fourth. Runner on second, 2-2, 2 away. As Timmy White, the pitcher on the mound for Crockett looking at the plays on his left wristband. This one just out of the reach of the shortstop. That'll put runners on the hot corners. Goodwin over to third. Stevenson singles. And that'll take us down 8th in the order. Who do we got? Dippery's been the one coming in. It's not going to be him here. Now Zeke Barahel is in the ball game. So Zeke Barahel here now in that 8. He was listed on there to start with. Did not bat the first 2 though. The runner's going to take off first, and they're trying to tag him here. A little back and forth. Now runner going to try to come in and score home. Diving over to first. He is, boy, is he safe? No, well, yeah, I think he's safe, Justin. Wow.
A lot of speed on him.
Y'all had it. Y'all let him get loose. Come on.
So Stevenson is safe out there at first. They were playing a little hot potato action.
Yeah, he walked out before he even got set on the man.
He's trying to take off for a second. He ran back, slid, and dove in, and that allowed Goodwin to come in and score. What we're showing is the 9th run. They're showing 8th on the board.
Y'all let it get away.
Barahel standing and waiting. Coach is going to have a talk with the umpire here. Brock Lehmeyer having a chat out there with the umpire just beyond the pitcher's mound.
I know we not hollering after y'all's been whining every other pitch. You can wait.
Umpire's going to come over and have another check here. The home plate umpire now involved into the discussion out there. Coach Lehmeyer continues on that discussion with the second umpires. They're talking things over. 2 working the game here tonight. We're showing 9-3 on ours. They show 8-3 on the board here. The game changer, whoever's keeping score tonight, I believe also showing 9-3. I don't know who they took it away from. Kind of start talking about a mercy rule. That could come into play tonight. Don't ask me. That's not an easy job, by the way, keeping up with the score. I would never want that job. Man, I broadcast some football games before, and, you know, you're up there and you're right near the timekeeper, and some of the fans, they don't play around. They'll start yelling. I said, man, I have nothing to do with that clock.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. Let us know you're out there tonight. You can text us. Good time to do so. Save it in your phone, by the way. It is the Bulldog fan text line. It's open for all of our broadcasts for New Waverly. Just text us your name, where you're listening from, who you're cheering on. That number, 512-522-9105. We'll finally get back into some play here, Justin.
Looks like the mound on the, can't tell if that's the Crockett side or the, pretty
Pitch
busy.
here is low to the outside. 1-0 on Barahel. Two outs we are. Runner on first for New Waverly, leading 9-3. Here's the pitch. Popped way up into the air. Catcher's going to try to get behind this one. That's a hard grab for that young man. Good effort, but that would have been a tough one by McMinn. That thing was straight up. He had to take about, what would you say, about 10 steps to try to get that one in foul territory. But I'll still credit that young man for the effort. Those are very hard in that predicament to get to, and was not able to get that one in foul territory. So it's a ball and a strike now for Barahel. 2 outs for New Waverly. Runner on first. Stevenson, who singled earlier. This one hit over, ground to second. Turn the throw to second, put him out. And that will take care of this inning. But not before. Not before. New Waverly picks up one more run. They get that one run, coming on 1 hit. There was 1 error and 1 left on base. We're through 3.5. Bottom of the 4th coming up as New Waverly Bulldog baseball continues on SHN. Our broadcast presented in part by the Oak Ridge Disciple House, a 501c3 Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Check them out online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. That's oakridgedisciplehouse.com. We'll be back after this. Stay with us. More to come here. This is SHN Sports. The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Welcome back, friends. Thanks for joining us here on SHN as we continue on. It is the second pitch and a strike here. The count at 1-1. And Yanez Craig, as we get started here, it's 7-8-9 for Crockett, trailing 9-3. This one over to right should be a routine play. Left glove up and the grab, and we're one away. Good job by Joe Paul Chick. If that is the young man out there at right, and it's not, of course not. They changed it.
It's a good shot out there in the right
It's
field.
not Joe Paul, it's Theo Reese. So Theo Reese making the grab out there at right for the first out. Go down to Bryson Burton. Pitch low to the outside, 1 ball, no strikes, 1 away. Crockett Bulldogs on their home field, trailing 9-3 here in the bottom of the 4th. Next pitch, clipping the corner for a strike. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Good off-speed pitch to get him to light.
Good pitch.
I'd like to get some clarification on why they think that it's 8 runs and not 9. Swing and a miss. For the third and final, that is the first out. And the first strikeout of the night here for Goodwin. Third pitcher on the mound for New Waverly. Corbin Well got the start, went 2 innings, didn't allow anything. Hathorn came on for a little bit, and now it has been Goodwin. Charlie Goodwin. Next pitch on the way to Hernandez. Swing and a miss on the fastball. Hernandez 0 for 1, 2 away. Next pitch. Low inside for the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on for Crockett. Now the 1-1. Swung on late, fouled this one as it goes to the right side and over the fence of the Bulldog dugout off that first base side. That'll take the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Looks like they have a ball person up there in the road trying to catch it.
Another low to the inside. That'll even us up at 2-2. I got a message from Oak Ridge here in a minute that I want to share with you. This one over to second. Going to roll, throw to first, and he was able to. Did he get him, or did he beat that one out? I think he beat it out. He did.
He beat it out.
Boy, Hernandez able to beat that one out and gets over to first. Good job there on a 2-2. He'll go back up to the top of the order now. It's Timmy White. He is 0 for 2. Reached on an error back in the third. Struck out swinging on a 2-2 for the first out to start this ball game. First pitch just out of his reach for a ball. 1-0. Next one. Fastball was low. Bring us to 2 balls and no strikes. Bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, 2-0 count, runner on first, but Crockett trailing here 9-3. Here's the pitch. This one over to left. It's going to drop in what I call the Bermuda Triangle out there. There was 3 players, but it was right in front of the left fielder. There was no way he was going to be able to get to that one. Would have been tough, and we'll call it a hit here as that will move Hernandez over to second and White over to first. So 1 and 2 now covered up for Crockett, trailing 9-3 with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Come on, Bedford, second in the order, the shortstop. Here's the pitch. This one over to center, trying to track this one down that drops in between center and right field. And a run will come in and score. It's an RBI single for Bedford as Hernandez comes in and scores. And Trey White over to third, and a run here in the 4th now for Crockett. They put up 3 back in the 3rd, 1 here in the 4th. And trailing 9-4. If anyone listening out there knows, if you know if there's 8 and why there's 8, let me know. Because the board out there is showing 8, Game Changer showing 9. I've got 9 in my book. The only thing I can think is they took one away somehow, but I don't know how they would have done that. Runners now for the Crockett Bulldogs on the hot corner at first and third. And Liam McMahon, the catcher, now third in the order. He is also 0 for 2 tonight. He'll call a little bit of time in that right box. You know, we haven't seen any left-handed lefties tonight at all.
No, I haven't.
Haven't seen one single lefty on either side. Charlie Goodwin on the bump here for New Waverly continues, takes a deep breath. The right-handed pitch, this one hit on, swung foul as it goes way behind us. He drops just behind the circle of kiddos right there on the concrete. Time called again here by McMinn. Well, at the end of this inning, I want to share a story from a friend of mine, Joshua Harris, the Oak Ridge Disciple House. We'll share that in between the next inning. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss.
Yeah, I've not seen a
It's 0-2.
lefty out there.
Runners on 1 and 3. Goodwin here for New Waverly on the bump. He'll take a shrug of his shoulders. Deep breath. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for the 3rd and final out, and it's a strike swinging. One more run for Crockett in this inning. That 1 run coming on 3 hits. There were no errors and 2 left on base. We are through 4. Top of the 5th, and New Waverly back at bat, holding on to a 9-4 advantage. I want to share this quick story from my friend Joshua Harris, talking about his sons here a few moments. Said, I just had dinner with Luke and Matthew. Those are his 2 boys and their girlfriends. He said, across the street is Trudy's. And if you gotta learn Joshua's story and why he started the Oak Ridge Disciple House. But he said, across the street is Trudy's, where I used to get drunk beyond recognition and drive. I used to put everyone around me at risk, and 20 years later, I'm meeting my sons, who are both in college across the street at Olive Garden, for dinner. Joshua said, thank you, Jesus, for saving my life so that I could give them, his boys, my life in Christ. I will never, ever take this life for granted. That's what the Oak Ridge Disciple House is all about, is saving men from drug and alcohol addiction. Please go to their website online, oakridgedisciplehouse.com. You can learn more about Joshua's story and why that ministry was started nearly 20 years ago. We'll take a break. More to come. It's New Waverly Bulldog Baseball live tonight on the SHN Sports Broadcast Network.
Hey listeners, Rob here, and I'm excited to welcome Abby from the Color Bar, where they're all about meeting every community need with continuous innovation.
Thanks, Rob. We're thrilled to evolve, offering stylish cuts for kids, men, and women, alongside expert coloring services.
That's fantastic. What's new and exciting in the world of the Color Bar?
We're always adding to our repertoire. Whether it's trendy cuts for all ages or dynamic coloring techniques, our team is geared up for it.
That's great to hear. Any sneak peek into future plans?
Our community drives us, Rob. Stay tuned for more services on the horizon, ensuring we cater to everyone's unique tastes.
Exciting times ahead. And Abby, tell us about the Color Bar's locations.
We're not just in one spot, we're spreading the magic in multiple locations. You can find us in Huntsville and Conroe.
Fantastic. So listeners, for a stylish experience with the Color Bar, visit colorbartx.com or call 936-439-4972. With multiple locations, they're here to give you a look that feels uniquely yours.
We can't wait to welcome everyone to the Color Bar.
All right, here we go. We'll go back here for New Waverly, leading 9-4, top of the fifth, just underway. And we'll go to the bottom of the order. Crawford Rosner here to start things at the bottom. Pitch. This one a little bit out of the street, took a bounce into the backstop. Luckily, nobody was on. Only count here is 1 ball and no strikes. I believe we do have a new pitcher out there on the mound, too, as well for Crockett. We'll have that for you in just a few moments. Having to pull up our extended roster here. Rosner tonight is 2 for 2. The RBI single back in the first. This one over to third. The throw to first. Wow. In time. Did he get there? He did not. He's out. Boy, what a play. Jonathan Lockhart over to Jim Carruthers. Sometimes you say a routine play, but that one a little nothing routine. Just athleticism out there by those two young men for the first out.
How about the order for the Waverly Bulldogs? Joe Paul Chick.
I believe that may be T.Y. Delane out there. If that's 11, I'm trying to see. This one popped up, and it will drop foul. Boy, almost smacked McMinn again right into the chain link. He barely slid, maybe missed it by an inch. That one just still dropped inside the field, but it obviously was in foul territory. Count here is 0-1 on Joe Paul Chick as we go back to the top of the order for New Waverly, leading 9-4, top of the fifth. Is T.Y. Delane out there pitching now for Crockett. Here's the pitch on the way. This one over to short. The throw to first. Dropped down, tagged him out. Athleticism continues. Bedford to Carruthers. It's been the Carruthers show. Here on a 6-3, and it's 2 up, 2 down. Next up, Colin Conover for the New Waverly Bulldogs here in the top of the fifth, leading 9-4.
Stepping into the box, number 9, Colin Conover.
Conover, right-handed batter here for New Waverly. Have a friend from Willis joining us saying, hey, from Willis, shout out to my New Waverly Bulldogs. Hashtag free my dogs.
Free my dogs.
Lane's pitch on the way. Wow. Just outside the brim of the helmet there of Colin Conover. It's a ball, 1-0. Nobody on for New Waverly, 9-4 advantage, top of the fifth. And right-handed pitch from Delane. Here it is. High to the outside. 2 balls, no strikes. I want to welcome all of you joining us again tonight on the Spirit Radio FM app. This is New Waverly Bulldog Baseball. Know that we have a global audience on that app. Normally playing contemporary Christian music, but we do bring you some baseball coverage from time to time here from Central Texas. Swing and a miss. Take us to 2-1 Conover. The 3A program here in East Texas, called District 23 3A. New Waverly is the team we broadcast for. They are on the road tonight here with 5 games remaining in district play. Here's the next pitch. High upstairs. Boy, the umpire had to move out of the way of that one.
He did.
He's going to have his ears ringing after that one. It's 3 balls and a strike.
Come on, Taiwan.
So maybe this thing get over quick. We stop by Fat Boy's Pizza on the way home. They're going to be
Good to see
closed.
everybody sing. Well, it's fair week, ain't it? Yeah, it is. Wow.
3-1, 2 away. Nobody on for New Waverly. 9-4 advantage. Delaying the pitcher for the Crockett Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Boy, right above his helmet. Probably felt a little breeze go through one of those air holes on that helmet. He'll reach on a walk. So a 2-out walk here for Colin Conover. Take us third in the order. The pitcher is Corbin Well, who started this ball game. Went 6 innings. Didn't allow anybody on. No hits. Nothing.
2 outs.
And then New Waverly decided to change things up a bit, give some other guys a few opportunities. Right-handed pitching from Delane. The right-handed batting of Corbin Well with the runner on first for New Waverly. Here's the pitch. Called strike.
Wow.
Sweet through it.
It's 0-1.
Sweet through it. Come up with that tank. 4-3-4. 4-3-4. Get the batter.
The Bulldogs barking. You don't know who it is, though, because it's both the Bulldogs. The teams are both the Bulldogs.
Put him back on the leash.
Swung on late. This one way up into the air. The second baseman able to make a grab with the left snag of his glove. It's Alex Alcado, and that will do it in this inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 left on for New Waverly. And we are through 4.5, bottom of the 5th coming up when we come back. Stay with us, more to come. It's New Waverly Bulldog Baseball, brought to you in part by Elliott's Jewelers, your hometown jeweler located in Huntsville, Texas, in the First National Bank building. Set up your appointment today and go by and see my good friend Elliott. It's elliotsjewelers.com. We'll be back in a moment. New Waverly Bulldog Baseball continues on SHN Sports after this. Friends, Rob Hipp here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliott Herzlich at Elliott's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, you know, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliott's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget. And as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliott Herzlich at Elliott's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com. Let's get back at it here. First pitch is on the way, and it's a strike from the right hand of Goodwin. He is now pitching to the 4, 5, and 6 Jim Carruthers. Next one, fouled that one just next to the New Waverly Bulldog dugout on that first base side. Quick count, 0-2 here. Bulldogs lead 9-4. Bottom of the 5th we are here in Crockett, Texas. Here's Goodwin, the next right-handed pitch on the way. Swing and a miss for the first out. We are 1 away, bring up 5th in the order. The pitcher, Jonathan Lockhart.
1 out, let's go bring up number 10. Jonathan Lockhart.
Let us know you're out there again. That Bulldog fan line is open at 512-522-9105. We'd love to hear from you tonight. Here's the first pitch to Goodwin, swung on, fouled as it goes over the backstop and out of here, but in foul territory. And it's 0-1 on Lockhart. Appreciate you joining us alongside the Justin Crean, JK. No kidding around. This one just goes foul. Took a few hops off that third base side. And that'll take us to a quick 0-2 again here, this time on Lockhart. I'll tell you, it's been great to be back here as my wife and I celebrating a year back in the Lone Star State. Here's the next pitch. That one low, had to duck under it. It's 1-2. Had a great opportunity for almost a year up in Fargo, North Dakota as the play-by-play voice of the Bison. Before that at Sam Houston, and we just wanted to get back to Texas to be around friends and family. Next pitch also a ball. It's 2-2. We wanted to be back close to family, and man, I'm really enjoying broadcasting here for these youngsters at New Waverly. They deserve the coverage, and we're trying our hardest to bring you the best coverage that we possibly can. Do have a lot of opportunities available if you'd like to be part of our broadcast crew. Working on actually building a broadcast team for New Waverly. Want to really up our coverage as the time goes on. If you'd like to operate cameras for us this football season, we're hoping to integrate a lot of that. You can just reach out to me at that same number, 512-522-9105. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss for the second out. And Goodwin really feeling good right now as he is in his rhythm. 2 away here in the bottom of the 5th. New Waverly 9-4, the advantage.
Alex Alonco.
This one fouled, rolls into the fence. Alex Alcado. It's 0-1. Here's the next pitch. Swing around and miss. It's 0-2. Another swing and a miss. How about that? 1, 2, 3 for Goodwin. And it's all strikeouts here in the bottom of the 5th. New Waverly leads 9-4 as we go to the top of the 6th. We'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Bulldog Baseball, brought to you tonight in part by the Color Bar, your hometown hair salon. Check them out online. Schedule your appointment today, whether you're a guy or a gal. They've got something for everyone at thecolorbartx.com. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come. This is New Waverly Bulldog Baseball live tonight on the home of the Bulldogs. It's SHN Sports.
Hey listeners, Rob here, and I'm excited to welcome Abby from the Color Bar, where they're all about meeting every community need with continuous innovation.
Thanks, Rob. We're thrilled to evolve, offering stylish cuts for kids, men, and women, alongside expert coloring services.
That's fantastic. What's new and exciting in the world of the Color Bar?
We're always adding to our repertoire. Whether it's trendy cuts for all ages or dynamic coloring techniques, our team is geared up for it.
That's great to hear. Any sneak peek into future plans?
Our community drives us, Rob. Stay tuned for more services on the horizon, ensuring we cater to everyone's unique tastes.
Exciting times ahead. And Abby, tell us about the Color Bar's locations.
We're not just in one spot, we're spreading the magic in multiple locations. You can find us in Huntsville and Conroe.
Fantastic. So listeners, for a stylish experience with the Color Bar, visit colorbartx.com or call 936-439-4972. With multiple locations, they're here to give you a look that feels uniquely yours.
We can't wait to welcome everyone to the Color Bar.
right, friends, well, welcome back at it. Thanks for joining us here tonight on SHN as we continue on. It's New Waverly Bulldog baseball, and New Waverly with a commanding 9-4 advantage as we get started here in the top of the 6th inning. We'll go to Charlie Goodwin here for the Bulldogs, the heart of the order, 4, 5, and 6. The lane remains on the bump here for the Crockett Bulldogs. It's a battle of the dogs tonight, Justin.
Yeah, it is.
I was waiting on you to bust up that roar, roar, roar. I know I was going to get you to bark here before too long. Here's the first pitch on the way.
I might get in trouble.
A little off speed down to the bottom. It's just out of the zone for a ball. Good eye by Charlie Goodwin, who just completed a little 1-2-3 strikeout inning for New Waverly on the defensive side back in the bottom of that 5th. Here's the lane's next pitch on the way. This one in the dirt, rolls into the backstop. It's 2-0. A lot of times on these games, Justin, I always think about, man, where are we going to go eat afterwards? But, you know, our journey home, there's nowhere to eat. Everything's going to be closed up.
Right?
No Whataburger in between here and back in Huntsville. That's the only thing. I love broadcasting.
I want to say there's a.
This one swung
this one
on
here
foul.
at Crockett. You know, they're.
Is there a Whataburger?
Yeah, they're open.
You down? We going?
Let's go.
What time you got to work at? What time you get up in the morning? You got to be early.
It'd be all right.
I'm down for that. You're right. There is a Whataburger here in Crockett, man.
It's right over by, can't remember the Skippers, I think.
Thing better be open. It should be. They're
We're gonna
always
break
open. It's the joys of broadcasting, it's eating, man. Here's 2-1 on the way. High to the outside. I'm seeing it as 3-1, Justin. They're showing 2. I'm seeing 3. And, of course, I'm probably wrong. That's the way it's been tonight. So we'll just say it like this. We'll just say, here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Beautiful pitch. Got him to bite. Ty working on him here from the bump. And here's the pitch. This one swung on just out of the reach of the short. That would have been a hard one. And how about that for Goodwin, as he is on base for the 4th time tonight. 4th time batting, 4th time on base.
Wow.
Done just a little bit of everything. He reached on a walk twice, was hit by a pitch, and now gets a hit.
Daniel Nixon, our next batter.
That's your dog bark?
Don't think so. Here's Daniel Nixon. High pitch upstairs, 1-0. Where the things are coming
I hear
from?
him, but I don't see him. I'm losing my mind over here.
This one swung on, fouled into the chain link. That'll take us to 1-1 here for Daniel Nixon.
Sheesh.
One ball, one strike, one on for New Waverly. Goodwin over at first. Just gets back in the nick of time. He thought about taking off there for a minute. I said, whoa, slow down, fella.
I keep hearing him, but I don't see him.
We need like a more ferocious than that, you know? Now the 2-1. Swung on. This one over to short. Takes a hop just out of his reach. Another beautiful hit here. And now runners on 1 and 2 for New Waverly. That'll put Goodwin over to second and Nixon with his single over to first.
Get ready.
There we go.
Oh, that's you the whole time.
What do you think about that one, Justin?
I heard about 20 different barks at the same time.
That's the one that you need, you know? Like that's kind of like a little one, but you need a big dogs. You know what I'm saying? You need a big dogs. People are going to say, oh, we're quitting listening to this broadcast.
Yeah, they are.
Jackson Hathorn, I believe it is. I didn't see the number high upstairs here. For Action Jackson. Good look at it. It's 1-0. Runners now for New Waverly on 1-2. No outs. Hathorn 1-0 count. Lane's pitch on the way to the outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
0-3-2.
Here you go, Justin. This one's for you. Well, we'll save it for a big play, all right? That's what it's going to be. It can only be used for a big play. Get to be deserving of that. We'll get you to record some barks for us later. Here's the 2-0 pitch to the outside. Oh, late called strike. It's 2-1. That one took a little bit of time.
That's why I broadcast off.
That's why I couldn't be an umpire, because I'd call those strikes about 5 minutes after they come across. 9-4, New Waverly leads. Top of the 6th we are. Now here's the pitch. High upstairs. We'll call it 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Runners on 1-2 for New Waverly. Here we are in the top of the 6th. It's 9-4 Bulldogs, 5-run advantage. Tied to lane. Here's the pitch. This one hard hit over to center. This one's going deep, and it bounces off the wall. Runners coming across to second to third. Rounding third. Here comes, oh, wait a minute. Goodwin's going to head back. That's going to leave a runner over at second. The ball gets away from the third baseman. Goodwin will come in and score. And runner over to second. So 2 runners now at second and third. Goodwin scores. And a little more insurance added to the board here tonight for the Bulldogs of New Waverly, leading 10-4 in the top of the 6th. It is Nixon now over to third. Hathorn makes his way to second. And you know what that deserves? Now.
I was waiting on it.
There you go.
Next up, Brady Stevenson.
That's what those are saved for. Still no outs for New Waverly. Went scoreless in the 5th, but picking up 1 here in the 6th, leading. We show 10-4. Board out there shows 9-4. Here's a swing and a miss. Some heat behind it. Braden Stevenson wanted to eat it, couldn't connect, and it's 0-1. That was old CB chatter back in the day. 10-4, good buddy. Top of the 6th, here's the pitch. Runner diving back over to third. Safe out there is Nixon. Counted a ball and a strike here for the third baseman, Braden Stevenson. Here's the next pitch. This one swung on way up into the air, and the catcher here is going to try to get under this one and drops just in front of the Crockett Bulldog dugout. That would have been another tough one for him to grab, so it will stay foul. 1-2 now is the count on Stevenson. Do want to welcome those of you now joining us on the Huntsville, Texas News and Events group, and also on the Hello Huntsville Facebook page. Here's Stevenson way over to left. This one's going deep, Oh, but it's grabbed out there at left. He drops it. And runners will come in and score. There's one more here for the New Waverly Bulldogs. How about that? He did catch it. We'll see if they call him out. The ball was dropped, but a run did come in and score. It was Nixon. And that should be 11 now, and a 7-run advantage for New Waverly here in the top of the 6th. The Bulldogs putting more on the board here. 2 runs down the top of the 6th, a commanding 11-4 lead. Hathorn's over to third, and they're going to let that stand for Stevenson. They say that the left fielder, Hernandez, dropped it. So some more steaks cooking here now for the Bulldogs. Again, I want to welcome you that are joining us on the Huntsville, Texas News and Events Group. Also, those of you on the Hello Huntsville Facebook page. This is New Waverly Bulldog Baseball. We are broadcasting live tonight in Crockett, Texas. Here's the next pitch on the way, or the first pitch rather, to Zeke Barahale. This one gets away from the left fielder, and it's going to score another run. Here's Hathorn coming in to score. And I'm showing it 12-4 here. They show 11 on the scoreboard there, but Stevenson now over to third. Barahel, 1-0 count, got away from him on the throw. Here's the pitch. Hard hit foul off the first base side. That'll take us to 1-1 here on Zeke Barahel for New Waverly. 1 away here in the top of the 6th. Appreciate you joining us on a beautiful Friday night. Temperatures in the mid-60s. Started out 79 degrees here as we got underway just shy of 7 p.m. Been on the air 2.5 hours here, and it's been all New Waverly in this one. Coming in 500 in district play at 4-4. Here's a swing and a miss, though, on a good pitch by Ty Delane. Barahel bit for it, swung and missed. And he is out swinging for the second out. We'll go to the bottom of the order now for New Waverly. Crawford Rosner. Rosner 2 for 3, had the RBI single back in the second, came around and scored. Also singled in the third. Was tossed out, and then also grounded one over to third for the first out back in the 5th. Right-handed batter, haven't seen any lefties. No left-handed pitching, no left-handed batters tonight. Here's the pitch. Just clipping the corner for a strike from Ty Delane. It's 0-1. Next pitch, low to the outside. That'll even us up at a ball and a strike. And if you're out there tonight on the social media streams, we'd love to hear from you. Let us know you're out there. You can also comment on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, wherever you're at. We're all across social media tonight, and also on the Spirit Radio FM app. Here's the 1-1, another low to the outside. Dirt and dust goes flying up here on this all-natural field. You know, you see so many fields now, especially at the higher levels, 4A, and almost every 5A and 6A school, they're all turf now, the apron, everything. You don't see any natural dirt, any natural grass anymore. It's nice to see that here, though, tonight. Beautiful field in Crockett, Texas. 2-1 the count. 2 away, New Waverly leads 12-4. Here's the pitch. Just to the outside, maybe a little bit too high out of the strike zone, and that'll even us up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Crickets are coming out, Justin.
Yeah, they are.
Things are tired. They want to go to sleep.
Oh, someone, let's get down there, man.
Ty Delane on the mound here for Crockett. Here's his delivery.
Good pitch.
Swing and a miss. And it was actually 3-1. That's now going to take us to a full count. remains it now at 3-2. 3-2 the count here, top of the 6th, 2 away. New Waverly leads 12-4. Delane right-handed pitching from the bump. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. That should be 3, I thought. I have no idea what's going on. It should be 2, actually. It should be 2. They have things all messed up on that scoreboard tonight. And I apologize because I've been looking at it, looking down. It is 2 outs.
Let's go, 2.
So that was 2 outs.
Double keyed only.
That'll go back to the top of the order here. Sometimes I trust that out there, and I shouldn't. This one swung on, fouled into the fence for Joe Paul Chick. It's 0-1 for JP. One remains at third for New Waverly. It's Braden Stevenson. 12-4 the score. Top of the 6th we are, 2 away. Thank everybody for joining us here tonight for New Waverly Bulldog Baseball across the social media channels on SHN. Here's the next pitch. To the outside, curveball. That'll take us to a ball and a strike. Well, Justin, I meant to ask you, get a chance to go to the Walker County Fair and Rodeo?
That's way above my budget.
You ain't rodeoing? Man, I figured you'd be out there on one of them bulls, man. The PRCA circuit, man. That's not you.
They probably take me in half.
This one over to right. Will it drop? Yes, it will. That's going to score a run. It's at least an RBI single, and it is. And more on the board here for New Waverly, now leading 13-4 here in the top of the 6th.
Bring out the dogs.
Stevenson will come in and score on the RBI single thanks to JP Chick. And that'll take us a second in the order. It's the shortstop, Colin Conover.
Or I should say, free my dogs.
Conover's been on base 4 times. Been at bat 4, been on base 4. 2 of them were a walk. He was hit by a pitch and then had the RBI single back in the 3rd. So here is Conover, the first pitch to him of this at-bat. Just shy to the inside, right out of the reach of his wrist. It's 1 ball and no strikes. A little bit of wind picking up here now. Here's the pitch. Low to the outside. Runner's going to have to get back over to first. He does in plenty of time. That is Joe Paul Chick out there over at first. That tongue twisted there. Over here next to Jay King. I'm thinking of all these J's going on. You got Justin, John, JP, JK, J Money. Here's the next pitch. Goes to the inside as well. Should be 3-0. 2 outs. Runner is on first for New Waverly here in the top of the 6th, leading 13-4. A little bit of time is called here now as Conover will step out of the right box. Just got a confirmation from the home plate umpire. It is 3-0. Now the delivery. This one in the zone for a strike on an off-speed pitch. It's 3-1. Yeah, boy, it did cool off now. 64 degrees here. A little bit of wind making its way in. It was calm earlier, blowing from the south, southeast, around 5 miles an hour. Didn't have much wind a little bit earlier. Here's the next pitch. High to the inside, right near the ear hole, and he's going to reach on a walk. So it is a 2-out walk for Colin Conover. That will move Chick over to second in scoring position.
Looks like the coach is coming out.
Yeah, he might be, because we're going to bring Corbin Well out here. He is the 9th batter of this inning. Coach Leebeyer heading out there now to talk to Ty Delane. Just having a quick discussion with him. Hey, we want to hear from you tonight, friends. All you got to do is text us on the Bulldog Fan text line. That number, save it to your phone. Anytime we broadcast New Waverly, that line is open for you to text in and let us know your name, who you're listening to, and where you're listening from. We'd love to hear from you. It's 512-522-9105. Again, that number, 512-522-9105. We'll have a new pitcher. We'll have that for you in just a few moments. It is 13-4. New Waverly in the driver's seat here tonight, looking to get above 500 and go to 5-4 in 23-3A. We'll be back in a moment. This is New Waverly Bulldog Baseball, brought to you all season long by Hello Huntsville, online at HelloHuntsvilleTX.com. Stay with us. We'll be back in a moment here on SHN.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union. One of the best things I hear from our members is how they love being treated like they're important, like their family. Sure, our members love things like low rates on loans too, but combine that with the friendliest and most helpful service in town, and you've got Walker County Federal, taking care of our members. It's what we do. We are Walker County Federal Credit Union, member NCUA.
The Quincy Carter Foundation is on a mission to transform lives through sports, education, and substance-free living. Founded by former NFL quarterback Quincy Carter, the foundation shines a light on underserved youth, offering free football clinics that teach more than just the game. They instill life skills like teamwork, discipline, and perseverance. In 2023, the foundation expanded its impact, partnering with sober living facilities to offer scholarships for adults in recovery, easing the financial strain and supporting them on their journey to a healthier life. And now, the Oak Ridge Disciple House proudly stands with the Quincy Carter Foundation as a ministry partner, united in a commitment to lifting up those in need. Join us in supporting this vital work. Visit the Quincy Carter Foundation online at thequincycarterfoundation.com to make a difference today.
Welcome back at it, friends. Live tonight here in Crockett, Texas. It's New Waverly Bulldog Baseball as we continue on a pitching change. Now the 4th pitcher of the night here for the Crockett Bulldogs. It is number 8, Ryan Owens. We are 9th batter here in the 6th inning for the New Waverly Bulldogs as Corbin Well steps back up to the plate now. 0 for 3 tonight. Actually, I believe 0 for 4. And a well started this ballgame pitching, of course, went through 2 innings, didn't allow anything to happen, had a great 2 innings to start this ballgame, and that's when New Waverly was leading 3-0, making some pitching changes of their own to give some other guys some opportunities tonight. Ryan Owens, here's the first right-handed pitch. That one high upstairs to the inside. It's 1 ball and no strikes on Corbin Well. I believe it's 13-4. 2 outs for New Waverly. And runners on 1 and 2. Again, stay with us post-game here in a little bit. We'll talk with head coach Compton. Here's the next pitch. That one low. 2 balls, no strikes. Want to hear from you, too. If you're out there, we'd love to hear from you tonight. All you got to do is comment if you're on the social media feeds. Let us know where you're at. Who you cheered for. We can see all those social platforms. We appreciate all of you for being with us. Here's a throw over to second. That runner barely getting back in time as Owens throwing it over to his second baseman. That's been a change out there as well, but from our vantage point, hard to see who that is. Got an umpire in front of us. It's Timmy White. He has moved back over. This one hard hit over to third. It's going to be just out of the reach of the glove. That should score at least one. Rounding second, third, now coming home. Sliding, diving to third. That man is safe, but coming in and scoring is Joe Paul Chick. And what a hit there for Corbin Well. Give him a little RBI double. The stakes continue to cook. Conover over to third, and, well, Justin, you know what that deserves. Here it is.
Bring out the dogs.
Bring them out. Bring them out.
Free my dogs.
They want them free. They're out tonight. We'll bat around here in this sixth inning, and we'll go back to fourth in the order. It's the first baseman, now pitching, Charlie Goodwin. Goodwin singled earlier in this inning. He's now scored 3 of those 14 runs that are on the board. This one hard hit over to left. Runner rounding third. He's going to stay there, and that will score another, though, as Colin Conover comes on over and scores. Well over to third. And Charlie Goodwin with an RBI single here in the sixth.
Daniel Nixon, our next batter.
We're showing 15-4. The board shows 14-4. So New Waverly really turning it on now. It's Daniel Nixon, fifth in the order. He's also scored 2 runs tonight. Singled earlier in this inning. Swing and a miss here, though, on an off-speed pitch. Good pitch right there by the young man, Ryan Owens. It's 0-1. Got runners on the hot corners for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. This one swung on over to right. And that one drops right in front of the right fielder. On an error will bring in another run, and now runners at 2 and 3 for the Bulldogs. Goodwin over to third. Nixon to second.
All right, guys, let's tighten up the gloves. Let's go. Back him up.
Well comes in and scores. And that'll take us to action. Jackson Hathorn on the double here earlier in this inning. Runners in scoring position at 2 and 3. It is Goodwin over at third, Nixon at second. All this, by the way, happening with 2 outs. 16-4, New Waverly pitch to the inside. It's 1 ball, no strikes on action. Jackson. Yeah, this has all happened in 2-out territory, Justin. Get to 2 outs, and man, New Waverly said, let's just start pouring it on. 7 runs here in this inning alone. Low pitch in the dirt. 2-0, action Jackson. Notice the pups haven't barked in a couple of runs. They're tired.
Probably are.
They needed a feeding. Here's the next pitch. Another one to the outside, I believe. 3-0. One more, and the bases will be loaded here. Rio on the way. Drop it in and a reach on a walk, and we've got ducks on a pond for the second time tonight. Runners on 1, 2, and 3, 2 outs. New Waverly leads 16-4 here in the top of the 6th. We go 7th in the order, Braden Stevenson had the RBI double earlier in this inning. Every batter has scored tonight here for New Waverly. Get under this one, and this goes foul. Not an opportunity for the catcher or the first baseman, Jim Carruthers, to make that grab in foul territory. It's 0-1. I just see get one of them knocked out of here. That'd be nice.
This tall guy right here might do it.
If we did that, the dogs would wake up and start barking again, I guarantee it.
I think they already woke him up.
Yeah.
This crowd is hyped.
Braden Stevenson batting here for New Waverly. 0-1 the count after the foul just moments ago. Here's the pitch. To the outside, it's 1-1. Starting to get a little chilly, Justin. I ain't gonna lie, man. Now the next pitch on the way. This one swung on foul off the first base side. It'll softly roll away from the New Waverly Bulldog dugout. New Waverly looking to go 4A. They were tied with Anderson Shiro at 4-4. Or I beg your pardon, with Shepherd at 4-4. They're not disrespecting Anderson Shiro. They're 6-2. They're second in the district. This one hard hit. It's going to go foul, though, off the left side, and that would have went out of the park.
Ooh,
it
yeah,
did, but it was foul.
Yeah.
It's right over there by your tree, buddy.
Yeah, it was.
You got the foul pole growing. I said the foul pole growing in the tree. It's the other tree's growing into the foul pole over there. 312. That thing went all 312, but it went in foul territory. Just line that bad boy out of here. Come on, Braden. Dog's ready to bark. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Got to get them barking tonight. 16-4, top of the sixth, 2 away, 1-2 on Braden Stevenson. Bases loaded for New Waverly. Ryan Owens, here's the pitch. That's another line. Whoa, man.
Whoa.
Good night. Did,
Wow.
did that smack into Coach's hand?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to talk to Coach Compton after the game.
He's going to be sore tomorrow.
Good night. He may not be able to hold the microphone tonight.
No, he won't.
Golly.
That was a good look.
Never hear anybody complain about that. God. Thing lined right to Coach Compton. He's over there, of course, at the third base, and he didn't even shake his hand, man. Here's the pitch again. This time a swing and a miss, and that'll do it finally.
If he wasn't paying attention, he probably would decapitate him.
But New Waverly in that inning putting up the damage, 7 runs on quite a few hits. We'll be back in a moment. It's Bulldog baseball as we go through 5.5, bottom of the 6th coming up. We'll be back here on SHN. Stay with us. Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, you know, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget, and as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com. Seven, 8, and 9 to start here for Crockett. The Bulldogs trailing 16-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Yanez Krieg, the center fielder, the first pitch on the way. He swung, he bit, he missed, and it's a strike. It's 0-1. 4 in a row retired here by Charlie Goodwin. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. 2 pitches, 2 quick swings and a miss. Goodwin has also struck out 4. This one over to short. The field, the throw to first. And he is out of there. Great job by Conover, I believe it was at short. And the throw to the first baseman. It's not Goodwin. It is Jackson Hathorn, I believe, over there first. Great job. We are one away.
And that brings up Bryson Burton.
Strike to Bryson Burton, 0-1. That's pitch out of the strike zone for a ball. We'll even it up at a ball and a strike. Waverly 16-4 here in the bottom of the sixth. Next pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Brought the heat, the fastball. Goodwin really in rhythm. Here's the pitch. Just to the outside. That'll even us up at 2-2. Appreciate everybody joining us tonight here on a beautiful Friday night. Now the 2-2. Got him looking for the second out. That one painting the corner. And Charlie Goodwin really throwing a lot of K's on the board now.
Edgar Hernandez, number 6.
Edgar Hernandez started as a left fielder. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. Just to the inside for a ball. 1-0 here. Early count on Edgar Hernandez. Next pitch on the way. Goodwin in rhythm. Swinging around and a miss. It's 1-1. Let's even them up.
Let's go. Just like last time, make contact, get down the line.
New Waverly will start a series versus Tarkington. This one over to short. Pick up with the left, the throw with the right to first. This time in time, yes! Oh, baby, what a play by the Bulldogs. From short to first, and how about that? It's a 1-2-3 kind of inning again. 2 grounders to short and a strike swinging, looking, and that'll do it here in the bottom of the sixth. And that on a run rule type of night. 16-4 your final as New Waverly takes care of business. We'll step aside, take a break. Justin and I will talk about this one when we come back. We'll have Coach Compton on as well. Stay with us post game. Coming up, your final tonight, 16-4. New Waverly victorious. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is New Waverly Bulldog Baseball on SHN. friends, Rob Hipp here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, you know, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget, and as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com. Hey listeners, Rob here, and I'm excited to welcome Abby from the Color Bar, where they're all about meeting every community need with continuous innovation.
Thanks, Rob. We're thrilled to evolve, offering stylish cuts for kids, men, and women, alongside expert coloring services.
That's fantastic. What's new and exciting in the world of the Color Bar?
We're always adding to our repertoire. Whether it's trendy cuts for all ages or dynamic coloring techniques, our team is geared up for it.
That's great to hear. Any sneak peek into future plans?
Our community drives us, Rob. Stay tuned for more services on the horizon, ensuring we cater to everyone's unique tastes.
Exciting times ahead. And Abby, tell us about the Color Bar's locations.
We're not just in one spot, we're spreading the magic in multiple locations. You can find us in Huntsville and Conroe.
Fantastic. So listeners, for a stylish experience with the Color Bar, visit colorbartx.com or call 936-439-4972. With multiple locations, they're here to give you a look that feels uniquely yours.
We can't wait to welcome everyone to the Color Bar.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are. Third location on Veterans Memorial, coming soon. Visit tpms.life for more information. Education you can trust.
The Quincy Carter Foundation is on a mission to transform lives through sports, education, and substance-free living. Founded by former NFL quarterback Quincy Carter, the foundation shines a light on underserved youth, offering free football clinics that teach more than just the game. They instill life skills like teamwork, discipline, and perseverance. In 2023, the foundation expanded its impact, partnering with sober living facilities to offer scholarships for adults in recovery, easing the financial strain and supporting them on their journey to a healthier life. And now, the Oak Ridge Disciple House proudly stands with the Quincy Carter Foundation as a ministry partner, united in a commitment to lifting up those in need. Join us in supporting this vital work. Visit the Quincy Carter Foundation online at thequincycarterfoundation.com to make a difference today.
All right, friends, back at it here as we start post-game. We are now joined by head coach Aaron Compton. Coach, you came out here. You knew this was one you had to take care of business on. I think the final, we were looking at the score, I think it was 16-4. The scoreboard was showing 15-4, but you guys came out tonight, took care of business. Just let us know kind of your mindset on this one and how things played out for you.
Yeah, it's always good to get a win. We started a little slow and had some hiccups there throughout the game, but at the end of the day, anytime we can get a win, we'll take it.
You look at that sixth inning, I mean, obviously, you know, you guys get the run rule and you get to head out of here early. Didn't have to go through another one, and I know they had some pitching changes, but when those opportunities are there, you got to take full advantage. You guys did. You batted around. Everybody tonight that got up to bat for New Waverly ended up scoring a run in some way or another. Maybe just talk kind of about that sixth inning and just really sealing the deal.
Yeah, I think, and we preach to them. We're a team that kind of has, through the course of the season, started kind of slow, and then we find an inning where we break it open if we can. So that was definitely the case tonight in the sixth inning. We would have definitely liked to started strong. That was the message to them, and get a run roll earlier. But it's just the way that it worked out. Anytime we can get that sixth inning, and I tell them just stay locked in. A lot of times in districts, if you can just get to their bullpen and find a way and figure it out, you just got to hope you execute when that happens, and we for sure did. So I'll take that.
You guys go up early 3-0 in that second inning. Corbin Well gets the start tonight. He goes through 2 innings, had a great game. I mean, just perfect through those 2 innings. How important was that for that start for him to go?
Oh, very good. Very, very important. And Corbin pitched well. We had him on a limited pitch count. Wanted to see some other guys get in there and see what they can do kind of in district. We're going to have to lean on some different arms. And so we pulled Corbin early, and it may be a different game if we keep him in there and let him go a little bit longer. But I'm glad we got to see some guys. We're going to have to rely on some different arms, so that was very important to get that done tonight too.
I know you wrap this one up, you put a bow on it, but now series starts up versus Tarkington. Maybe talk a little bit about what you got to do heading into that contest against some tough teams coming up here to finish up district play.
Oh, for sure. I think we just have to clean it up a little bit. We've got errors, which are going to happen. I always preach to them that errors are part of the game, so we can't control that. We had some mental errors tonight. I think some of it may have been we kind of played down to our competition. Crockett, is now 0-9, I believe. They're 0-8 coming in. So I think that has a little bit to do with it, especially in games like this. But we just need to clean it up and play baseball. We've got a lot of young guys that have plugged into spots that maybe are not ready to play varsity baseball, but they're getting better every week. And that's just what we have to do. We have to improve on that and play clean baseball to try to compete with those guys.
Yeah, I love it. I know you guys are playing through a little bit of adversity. These young guys getting an opportunity. They're making the best of it, and they're taking care of business, Coach. So
yes, sir.
You driving the bus tonight?
No, sir.
No
I'm
bus.
riding.
All right, there you go, man. Whataburger for us. We're stopping at Whataburger. That's the only place open, so that's good.
Yes, sir.
Well, congratulations, Coach. Looking forward to the next one coming up on Tuesday. So we'll be back at it, and we'll talk to Jackson Hathorn here in just a few moments. So thanks, Coach. Appreciate you.
Perfect.
Congratulations tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, is the sophomore action Jackson Hathorn joining us. Talk us through this one. A good game for you guys tonight, young man.
Man, I've been in the slump lately, and I was just trying to do what I can for my team to break it open. And I knew if they could see me do well, then we would all start performing better.
What was the mindset? I talked to Coach about this, but just for you heading into this ball game, I know that you guys took care of this team on Tuesday at home and had a great game there. Obviously, your pitcher and Charlie Drain had a no-hitter, but you still got to come in with the same mindset of, hey, we just got to continue it tonight. Y'all did that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I think it was big. We played down to our competition a little bit, like Coach was saying, but I think for the most part we came through and we finally found a way to play.
You're only a sophomore on this team. What have you learned so far through this journey, and maybe who are some of the leaders that some upperclassmates that have really helped you out?
So far, Corbin Well. I mean, I can't say enough about him. I've looked up to him since I was a freshman, and he's the best leader I think I'm ever going to come across in high school. And I'm just so proud to have him as a leader, and I call him my brother.
You guys go above 500 tonight in district play. You were in that 6th spot, and it's really important to get this victory. You still got 5 games remaining on the slate. What do you personally have to do for your team as you guys head into these remaining 5 games?
I just got to do what I can do and control what I can control. And I think if I do that, then I think my team will come with me, and I think we're going to battle excellent.
What do you think are just some things from tonight that maybe you guys really have to work on?
Like Coach said, mental errors and not playing down to our competition, playing what we can do and controlling what we can control.
Awesome. Well, the camera's right there on you. You know, when you stepped up, there was 2.1 million people that started watching. I'm just kidding. You know, but there's a handful of folks. Who do you want to send a shout-out to tonight, young man?
My grandma, Gigi. I love you.
All right. Where's she at?
She's in Huntsville.
Back in Huntsville. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
man. Well, hey, Action Jackson. Is that all right if I call you that, man?
Yes, sir. I love that. I love that.
I knew some Jacksons before that played baseball, so that was always the name. So
Yes,
Action
sir.
Jackson
Yes,
taking
sir.
care of it tonight. Congratulations, young man. We're looking forward to coming up next week, man.
Thank you, Mr. Hipp.
All right. Well, there he is, Jackson Hathorn, as we wrap it up here tonight. A big shout-out as well. Really appreciate Justin Kring for being with us and helping us with the broadcast tonight. We'll be back on the air, so make sure that you come back and join us next Tuesday night. And, hey, for the home games, get out there and support these New Waverly Bulldogs. They took care of business tonight. Want to give a special shout-out, too, to our friends here in Crockett. We really appreciate them and their hospitality for allowing us to be here tonight. So we'll be back at it. What was that? Oh, yeah, there we go. Hey, here we go. Yeah, got to go Bulldogs right there.
Go Bulldogs,
there he is, man. So we'll be back at it next week. Make sure to keep it right here on SHN and also the Spirit Radio FM app. Friends, as I end every broadcast, reminding you tonight that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We do need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there tonight needs you. One final time, your final tonight, 16 on the board for New Waverly as they take care of business, 16-4. We'll be back at it next week. Until next time, good evening and have a great weekend. God bless you, New Waverly. We'll see you next time. So long.